Welcome to another episode of the Bastard Sermon. This is one of your three hosts, Cody Hucker,
Patrick Seta,
and Luke Young.
And today we have on reoccurring guests and good friends Jack Griffin and Hayley Krystyne. Give it up! Woo! Thank you guys for coming on. Really quickly, before we get into anything, and fuck, we have a lot of shit to get into today. I'm so excited about this episode. So much shit. Jack's balls, Crayola Alfredo, Jack's balls again, probably. Hayley does tattoos. But before all that, we have a wonderful sponsor that we'd like to tell you about. Kneel to No One. That's our dude, Anthony Tank Mansfield. Go to his Instagram page or his website, kneeltonoone.com. That's KNEELTONOONE. And DM him on Instagram because I think that's the right way to get it. He just had a big announcement. Huge news. Just to prove the proof on my next glass, his post on Instagram says, the only way I get through the winter is by drinking big bottles of barrel-aged stouts, as do I, Mansfield. And you need a big-ass glass for that. That's why I'm getting these KTNO Samurai 16-ounce sifters made. Only 144 will be made, so once they're gone, they're gone. Ordering information coming soon once I get a delivery date for them. So be on the lookout for that shit. He's got these fucking cool-ass glassware with Hop Thulu on it. Pat, can you hold that up to the camera so they can see this dope-ass design? It's Cthulhu that he's drawn out, and then if you flip a hop upside down, it's Cthulhu's beard is the hop from a beer. And he sells these things. DM him for information on how to get that. He's got these fucking dope stickers that I think come with the orders. And even if they don't, buy some of those. Stick them in your local punk rock fucking bathroom and shit. He's got dope-ass art. The holidays are coming up. Get a cool Christmas present. Check that dude out. And he's got great shirts. Stand up, Luke. Show him the shirt. Hop Thulu all up in this motherfucker and shit. Yeah, son. Represent. Anthony Tank Mansfield. Kneel to No One. All right, everybody check that out. Let's get right into it, motherfuckers.
I will check that out, but first off, don't fucking tell me what to do.
I'm sorry, Jack. I feel like I had to.
Fine.
Since he gave us cool shit.
You were just there.
Yeah. Well,
you're just there while we're doing it.
New listeners to the show, Jack is a member of Black Collar TV. He has been on the show before.
And he's got this fucking great idea called Broke Chef, which we had the honors of being judges on, and it was hilarious.
And we're probably going to have to reshoot.
No.
What happened? Let's do that first. What happened to it? Is it fucked?
What happened?
Mike got too drunk.
Mike got too drunk.
And it wasn't just that. As you know, kind of predicted, the audio isn't great. We might be able to work with it. I've just been told it's not great. I haven't been able to. I
beg to differ.
I'm fine. It was fucking great. I'm fine to do it again.
Poured kamchaka on pizza.
No. It was a fucking load of fun, and you guys were fucking awesome. And
I think Jack's saying the quality sucks, not the.
Speak close to the mic.
Sorry. It's the audio quality that's bad, and that's what sucks. You guys were great, and I'm worried if we reshoot it, it's not going to be as fucking authentic.
You're right, it won't. It'll be awful. We'll be so pissed off the whole time.
Dude, we could go into it. We did so much fun shit for that episode. Yeah. We just got drunk and did ridiculousness. Well, I could do that again in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
Who do you think you're talking to, bud?
We're fucking professionals, Jack. I can get drunk and make anyone laugh with my balls hanging out or with pouring fucking kamchaka vodka on pizza that you guys made from gas station, fucking thrift store, like whatever,
dried
dollar
papayas.
Store. Horrible ingredients.
It was Dollar Tree, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to
besmirch
Dollar Tree's good name and shit.
No, it was fucking great, though. I had such a good fucking time with that.
And we've had Hayley on before.
No.
Hayley is a tattoo artist. Hayley, do you want to plug your shop and your information, how to get a hold of you and shit?
Yeah, I tattoo out of the Atlas Tattoo Company. We're up in Milford. You can follow me. My name's Hayley Krystyne on Instagram, Facebook, all that shit.
And she's got some dope-ass fucking art. Like, all of her shit. All of her shit's quality. Just look up anything. As soon as you see her, you'll be like, I'm getting a tattoo by her. And she's brand new at it, and she's fucking killing it right now.
I am. I'm going to be getting a piece from her soon. We were talking about it. And it's going to be a Scott Pilgrim for sure.
Yeah, I still have that bag one that I need to do. So
let's fucking do it.
All right.
She's got some clean fucking work. Really. Go check that shit out. But we wanted to get into this guy that just was on our page. And we'll get into him shortly. I like to call him Chicken Alfredo. He's known by many names. But he came on our page, and he just said, don't know what this is or why I was added, but hey, follow me on Instagram. And he posts a picture of him, and he looks like this Ronnie Radke looking motherfucker, and
Lil Xanarchy, fucking.
It's like the ultimate cringe. So our page took the opportunity to roast this motherfucker
with the quickness.
With the quickness, dude.
I saw this shit when I was at work, and it was like I saw this like douchebag post this like douchebag picture, and I was like, He obviously doesn't know what this page is, but I was like, he's about to get roasted and lit on fire by the
You
group.
fool.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about,
Suicide.
the Bastard Sermon podcast group for all this quality all the time and shit. Join the chat and shit. But he posts on there, and our community just normally posts memes and like hilarious content and shit. But it's all a bunch of fucking animals on that page, just posting the darkest shit all the time.
Fucked up shit.
So when some douchebag with fucking like fuckboy tattoos on his face shows up on the page and starts like trying to plug his Instagram, everybody sees a fucking low-hanging fruit that they can go after, and these predators just attack this little dude. Like, he just fucking, like, the very first comment from Steven Bjorn, no. Like, the dude was obviously butthurt instantly. Okay, well, I didn't ask to be in this group. I was forcefully added. And then fucking here come just all the memes. Frank just shaking his head no. It's a no from me. Simon Cowell. The fuck did y'all add me on here then for, losers? Like, just getting ultimately butthurt. The fucking, what is that, 2 Chainz with the...
It's Waka Flocka,
Waka
bro.
Flocka. I'm sorry. He just got roasted by everybody. I feel like he's a mumble rapper. Face tats are sweet, though. He means business, guys. Everybody just tore him a new asshole.
He got fucking roasted, dude. So he just kept posting more and more. Like, this dude is absolutely addicted to attention. Like, that's the only reason he's got these fucking tattoos. You can tell. He posts about girls all the time. There's pictures of him with his ass hanging out like a fucking... It's cringe. It's the maximum cringe. Like, the douchiest douchebag around,
without question.
And he was like loving the hate on the page. He was like, "You're making me famous," blah blah blah.
But he didn't leave after he got roasted.
Kept going.
I was at work when I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, they're gonna tear him a new asshole." And then I wasn't able to check my phone for like 4 hours, and I get home and I went to the post to see what it was at. It was like 180 comments, and I was like, "Oh no!" Like, this dude got ripped apart, and he left. But then I kept looking, and I was like, because normally when somebody gets blocked from a group, you see the gray icon next to him that says that they're no longer a member of this group. And this motherfucker just decided to stay, and then he starts douche posting himself over and over again. And people just get fed up.
Hate me, just really getting into it.
He had
so
the
cringy.
fucking the audacity, or the generosity, I should say, to make us a custom video telling us that we were ugly and we have no money.
Here, let's go to the first. Not that one. Scroll down a little bit. Scroll down a little bit.
Which one is it? Scroll down on the page.
Third video. That video. So let's give you a taste of like what this guy is like, to give you a good idea of what kind of good old boy this guy is.
This
He's
is
a
what
good old
happens
boy.
when you max out your character level when he's based on a douche.
Yeah. That's pretty fucking accurate.
Talk shit on everything I post, but
So,
hold on.
what's up, Chris? I know you're watching this shit because you talk shit on everything I post, but I'm actually in your city right now, and you know who that is? That's your girlfriend.
I'm glad he
Look what I can
explained
make you
that
do.
for the viewers. Makes it more believable.
Who am I?
Daddy.
That's right.
Hi, Daddy.
That's right.
Oh, he showed us
wow.
with that one. Okay, so
totally got laid after that.
For the people that can't see this, he's like in front of the camera talking shit, and then like he turns around. There's some girl wiggling her ass on the bed or whatever. Like, oh, I got you guys. I mean, I don't have any roast skills or like any intelligence, and like I got fuckboy tattoos on my face, but like, look, I can
pretend to fuck your girl. You're this imaginary person's imaginary girlfriend.
And then the whole page proceeds to completely set this dude on fire and roast him alive. And Jack was a part of this. Jack, do you want to set up your part of this?
What did you see when you saw this guy?
Let me put it this way. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. I've been to jail because I got drunk and did something stupid at an anime convention in 2013. But my
what
biggest
an interesting place to get arrested.
My biggest regret in life was not being aware the first 16 hours that this was going on. I was at work the following day, and my buddy Anthony messages me, and he's like, dude, look at the Bastard Sermon group. And I was like, what's up? And he just gives me the quick rundown saying some fuckboy posted a selfie asking people to follow him on Instagram, and he just won't stop. And I was like, oh, shit. So I'm looking at it.
And this is the first video that you see, right?
Yes.
It says y'all ugly. So let's get a taste of what y'all ugly is. The Jack.
Y'all ugly. Y'all make no money. Y'all not famous. Y'all ugly. Y'all ugly.
Joke's on him. I already knew all of those things.
Yeah, wow, okay.
So then people just start going into it. Nice. When's this coming out on Spotify? It says Zombie, Aspen Carnivore. Is that the name of your SoundCloud album or some shit? Nicholas Burke. Sounds like some kids I knew in middle school. Stephen Bjorn. Since you're home, why don't you go get that butter, homegirl? Like referring to the stick the butter in your ass
stick
thing.
some butter on your ass. You fuck yourself.
That was the fucking best. Is like it was an unspoken thing. Somebody just asked him about the butter in the ass, because I mean that's like a thing in the bastard sermon, and he just wouldn't fucking he couldn't get it, and it kept making him more and more fucking mad. It was so awesome.
It was perfect.
Somebody puts
perfect storm.
When your school doesn't offer speech therapy, they just keep going, and then I see Jack's, and I knew Jack was real.
Stallion in the meadow.
I know Jack. I know that Jack's not fucking around when he says this. It says, "Want to see my balls," and I had got to it right as it happened. I was like, Jack's about to post his balls on the internet for all to see, and by God, so Pat writes first yes, and then he's like, "Not you, silly, for Valley Fettuccine," and then everybody else is like yes, and he was like, "I do have a very artistic photo if you guys really want me to." And then next thing you know, we've got a nice black and white crusty looking
Wes
picture.
Anderson style photo of Jack's hairy nutsack.
Hey man, at least 15 minutes of editing and polishing went into that photo 4 years ago.
I appreciate it.
Wes Anderson. I compared it to Wes Anderson.
That photo is actually framed and hanging up in one of my friend's mom's house. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And then,
oh yes,
so this thing just exploded. The whole group just wanted to clown this dude for fucking forever. So Brandon Durbin writes, "Is with Jack Griffin," because everybody was clowning the fact that in all of his photos he had his hand tattoos out on
always
purpose.
Showing,
just had to show off the fact that he has tattoos because he's that guy and shit. And Brandon Durbin's doing the he's thinking the Michelangelo whatever, and then it fucking he's sitting there, and it took me a second because Brandon's got a face tattoo and he's a tattoo artist, so you're yeah, he's got a hand tattoo, but what's the joke here? Because everybody's getting weak, and I'm just staring at the hand, and I'm like, that's Jack's fucking balls photoshopped on his hand right now. That's fucking hilarious.
It took me a minute. I got tagged in that, and I was looking at it, and I was like, what the? Oh shit! And by the way, not just because of this, shout out to Brandon Durbin. He's a fucking phenomenal artist at Cincinnati Tattoo. He's great. I had to give this fucker a hug when I saw him when I was there last Saturday. My buddy was getting tattooed by him, and I was like, dude, that was the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen in my fucking life.
It's fucking hysterical.
I'm honored.
I felt bad because I looked at that photo, didn't see the with Jack Griffin, and went, "Oh, is that Jack's balls?" And I just from memory knew that was Jack's balls.
That's hilarious because that's in here. It says, "Is that Jack's balls?" And then, good thing I could recognize my boyfriend's balls, I guess. Well, I was just guessing, but after seeing the comments, I guess I'm right. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, dude, there was so many of these,
and pictures of Jack's balls. So many
of
them.
Shout out Redbeard. Yeah. Let's shout out Redbeard for fucking taking the ultimate cock sleeve Moscato selfie.
Yeah, chlamydia manscaping.
So we gave him many different nicknames, by the way, just in case you got lost there. But yeah,
Redbeard put out, I feel out of solidarity for our bastard brother, chlamydia manscaping, we should all get sweet face tats like this. I got it last night. What y'all think? And it says dumb fuck on his face around his eye. There's just, and then everybody went after him right after that and just started shitting all over him, doing the who
fake
wore it better.
Tattoos.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, that was fucking hilarious. So we did who did it better. Is this the one that I posted?
I'll look up yours here in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, the who did it better fucking had me rolling.
Can you just search words in this group? I don't know how it works.
Fart barf.
You are typing nothing, sir. Oh, never mind.
Well, it's all right. But anyways, people were posting a picture of him and then a Chipotle bag, and it was who wore it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the one that you posted, Pat?
I posted one of Jeremy Putman, and who's the Joker, and then I posted one of him who did better face tat.
Your keyboard's fucking up hard, buddy.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit.
All right, well, it's all good,
Anyways,
but we get the
cares?
idea.
Yeah. It's fucking hilarious.
What were some good moments from this that you guys can think of?
Luke?
Well, Patrick had made the post. It was a long list of different nicknames, and it killed me. And then as soon as I went to the comments, everyone hopped on the train.
Dude,
everyone had their
100
own
deep.
original. Yeah, what made it so great was at first it started to rhyme a little bit, and then people were just like, whatever starts with a C and an F.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the deal.
Or C and an M.
Yeah.
My personal favorite was actually it was a photo comment somebody had made of that butt picture you had up earlier, and they just like photoshopped butter
in his
sticking
ass.
out of his butt. I think it was Cece that did that.
Yeah, CC Newman did
Oh,
that.
dude, let me
Shout
see if I
out.
can find that real quick.
Yeah, it was a comment on one of the posts, and it was fucking great. Like, I was at work in, like, man, I work in a professional environment, but I was laughing like a fucking idiot, like trying to not, like, you know, get fired and shit for
Yeah, for
looking
the-
at
it's
pictures
right
of
here. I
a
have it
dude
on my
with
phone.
butter up his ass.
Here.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so someone photoshopped it because he had fucking pictures of his ass hanging out, dude. Like, what the fuck? This dude has such a fucking ego, though. You got to see this other fucking video that he posted. He has this compilation video of him just getting girls to say his name, saying like, "I'm daddy, you're God." It's so fucking cringy.
Dude, I know. I had to go down the rabbit hole because, like, I'll be honest, I'm an IT guy at like a company that does IT the old school way. So most of my shift, I do fucking nothing, and it's awesome. And
Well,
I get-
you're there with a black screen with green fucking
No,
letters
no,
on
it's
the
not like
front,
on a DOS system,
hitting F
but, like-
keys and shit. Like,
No, like
the old school way.
we do IT for our whole company, and there's like 6 of us, and like shit doesn't really change. So like I hardly
know
ever
what you
have to
mean.
do anything. It's awesome. But I'm sitting there like I have time on my hands, and you know I'm bored of playing Roller Coaster Tycoon on my phone. So I'm like I'm gonna look at fucking cum shot man fucker's Facebook page. And I start going through his posts, and I start reading comments, dude. There's a lot of comments, like people calling him out on his bullshit, even on his own page, where people are like, "Dude, this is obviously faked. Like those are paid actresses." Like
He's
fucking-
doing some Dan Bilzerian shit where he just has like photos of him with like 18 different supermodel women and shit.
One of them even commented on there like, "I'm so happy I was the thumbnail for this video," and I was like, "I'm gonna dive down this rabbit hole." So I click on her page. Sure enough, fucking actress. I was like, "Oh, what do you know?
Well,
a goddamn actress."
I will say when we're about to show this video, if you physically are able to see it and you go to this guy's profile, there's
We
no
haven't
way.
ever said his name. We probably shouldn't. Fuck
That's
giving that guy
alright.
more attention.
Whatever.
Like,
Don't fucking go to his page. but he's
refer
a
to him
fucking
as his
douchebag.
alias the whole time.
Yeah, custard mayonnaise. So basically, he just posts this shit to get fucking attention, and it's just so cringy. And there's no fucking way that this is some real shit. So let's get into it. That's the second one, bottom one.
That one is so classic. This one made me my butthole tight, dude.
This was one of the cringiest videos I've ever seen, and he posted it on Facebook. And he's always trying to be like sympathetic towards women and shit. So it's very fucking cringy that he posts something like this and say, "Yeah, I'll fuck your dude's girl."
Oh, and it's vertical. That's
Canyon is my god.
Monfrado is my daddy.
Canyon is my god.
Monfrado is my daddy.
Canyon is my god.
Monfrado
It is so
daddy.
painfully cringy.
Canyon is my god. Monfrado is my daddy.
So he's paid every girl's on this page's premium Snapchat subscription in order to get all these videos. Probably like
Dude,
if
that
I had
sounds
to
fucking
guess,
legit. That sounds legitimately
going-
like something that
He's
someone
not-
with like this kind of
He's
fucking
going
mentality
through,
would do.
Yeah, he's going through Reddit, like searching, like girlfriend experience, premium Snapchat. Kick.
he's not an unattractive dude. Like for
iOS
sure, like
report.
he could probably get.
Oh,
women
I'd fuck
just
him. Are you
yeah,
kidding me?
I
He
mean,
looks
he's
like a hot chick.
Yeah, he's a hot.
I'd fuck him right in his
He's a hot-
his tight
No
little
one's
boy
saying
pussy.
he's ugly. All right.
That tight. Oh man,
He's got a
All right.
sweet
Well,
butt
if he used
boy
butter
pussy
as
for
the
sure.
that tight little boy pussy. Oh, oh man,
Looks like a fragile little thing.
Like I'd spit on it and then I just put it right in. You know
No,
what I mean? No, fuck it. Yeah, you're right. I'll go
Butter
and
is
try.
the lube. No, butter,
Butter
is
is
the
the
lube.
lube. Butter is
yeah,
life,
dude.
right in his man grapefruit.
Yeah, boy pussy. But
Boy
yeah.
pussy. All right.
Well, I don't know if I'd call him a man, but
Boy grapefruit. I'm
It's
sorry.
like it's definitely like one of those. I definitely believe that scenario where you're finding these fucking premium Snapchat people.
My whole thing.
Oh,
though-
yeah.
You're paying them like $20. Like I just want you to say this. Okay, you paid me. I'll fucking say it. I guarantee that's something that definitely fucking happens.
For sure, this isn't like just people that he's fucked around with that all send it. Like they're all perfect supermodel looking people that are sending pictures. Hey, get the fuck out of here. There's not. That's
the
not.
fuck outta
You
here.
paid for every
the
one
fuck
of
outta
these
here.
videos that came your way, and then he's got 20,000 followers on his page. So I'm just like, you're paying your way to the top, and you're doing the right. He's making the right moves to make himself famous. We're fucking sitting here talking about him like
No,
people.
okay.
but he's the cringe king.
you know what was the dead giveaway for me? one of his like little screenshot bullshit things he posted on his own page of a text conversation. It ended with him selling a woman nudes. No woman on this planet wants to buy dick pics.
Never.
What
That
the
is
fuck? That is
just-
so
Hold on,
true.
Hold on,
I remember
Hayley.
that.
Haley's the. Let's let her.
Yeah,
speak.
we've talked about this.
You ever
Dicks
buy
are
any
fucking
dick pics,
weird.
Haley? You ever like, man, I don't have enough dick pics in my inbox right
Be honest,
now.
you ever
Boy,
known
I need
anyone?
to-
That's literally all I do every day. Is I wake up in the morning like, shit, I don't have enough dick pics. I should probably go buy some.
Better go to the
Every
dick
day.
pic store and
Yeah,
get
like
a big dick pic cart.
depot.
'Cause fuck, man.
Yeah, Jesus. Can't
Every
defile
day.
Jack's perfect balls, his artistic wonder.
I just know it
Yeah,
does look
but
We gotta
like.
get some dirty.
Let's be honest. I might have some pretty balls. Dick's unimpressive. It's like
Oh, I'm right there with you, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, I got some nice hangers for like nutsack.
hangers.
Good
Saggy,
hangy,
good old saggy
good hangy
motherfuckers.
saggers. You know what I mean? Like real saggers. But the penis,
I
not
fucking knew it.
not anything to write home about.
There's got to
I mean,
be some sort of collateral damage from the nuclear waste that is around the corner.
You saying my balls are little mutant children because of the shit factory that lives behind it or whatever?
At
Yeah,
least the
dude.
back of the bases.
Like kids that live too close to the airport or whatever, pregnant women that smoke and shit. Those are my balls.
There's your fucking balls sitting in the corner. Fucking coughing.
If my balls had a mouth, they would smoke and drink Pabst Blue Ribbon for sure. without a doubt.
Exclusively, no other beer.
Jesus Christ.
I drink other beers. I mean, when it's free.
Or like when you're mixing it with.
Seen
shit.
him drink a Rolling Rock once.
Oh yeah, we got to get into that. So I made a drink at Jack and Haley's house. They invited me over after work, and I was ready to get fucking annihilated drunk. So I brought me 2 Budweisers and a couple
Fireballs.
little shitty shots of Fireball. I was just like at the liquor store next from work, just grabbing the first alcohol that I saw. Like, let me get the fuck out of Newport and go hang out with my friends. And I show up there, and they've got Jim Beam in a bottle, and fucking Haley's got a box of what kind of wine was it?
Franzia, because I'm broke.
That is still in our bedroom. I drank some on Sunday.
This morning.
No,
What
Sunday.
the fuck? You drank them on
This
Sunday?
morning.
Yeah, I was
Lord's
playing
Day.
D&D. I was playing D&D, and I was like, oh, shit, I'm out of beer. Oh, wait, fuck, there's box wine. And
Well, I was having a particularly bad day at work. Like, it was just like, I need stress relief. Drink all 3 shots of that and kill first Budweiser. I've got the last Budweiser sitting there. And then I'm just like, let me start, like, can I have some of that Jim Beam? And then
No,
it's
you have
like,
to rephrase on. You aren't drinking it out of a cup either. You grabbed a measuring cup.
No, I was getting to it.
Yeah.
Hold on, I was getting to it. So the Covington Cunt Kicker, if you guys want to try it at home, we did this in
Is that the
Northside,
name?
but I feel like Covington's a better name for it. So it starts with a dirty measuring cup that you get from your friend's sink, and you kind of clean it out with tap water, like one of those like, fuck it, like it's good. Dump the water out, and there's like oatmeal coming out and shit, and like Jack semen for
it
whatever weird
wasn't
shit they're doing.
oatmeal, it was vegan cheese.
It
All
probably
right,
was
vegan cheese. My bad. And Jack's jizz, because that's how Haley likes her omelets, and we're not judging anyone here. We're not here to kink shame anybody. So I'm cleaning out Jack's jizz
Fair.
and vegan cheese out the starter for the Covington Cunt Kicker. And there's box wine. You put a third. It's 3 equal parts, guys. That's important. 3 equal parts. Box. It doesn't matter. Sunset Blush. You get yourself a nice Moscato, whatever you want. You start it off with that. You mix in a good helping of shitty Budweiser out of a can that's piss warm because you let it sit out for too long and you forgot that you had it on Jack's counter and shit.
Barf.
And then you mix in a little Jim Beam. And it's important that you drink it out of a dirty measuring cup and you finish it in one fell swoop. You gotta all of it down at once.
Because you really want to stay the night at your friend's house. That's really what it comes down to. This is the one where they're like, no, you can't go.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta have a place to stay. And luckily you guys are always good hosts and shit and like allow me to crash my drunken face on your couch and
We
whatnot.
made breakfast the next day, and that was fucking dope,
But
too.
that was
Yeah,
because
we did.
Cody was a nice guy and drove out to the fucking UDF down the street.
You motherfuckers were about to be like, let's just eat cheese out the bag, shredded, and we'll eat the
Hey,
ghetto,
that's
but we don't have to
hilarious.
cook it. We got a microwave. And I was
Sir,
like, I'll go to UDF.
we
fuck.
had ghetto.
Okay, do you want to know like a really sad thing? You remember when you were at our house? Think about how long ago that was, right?
How long ago was it?
That was like 3 weeks ago.
It was
at
only
least.
3 weeks ago?
It was probably longer, but we're gonna
Yeah,
say
no,
3
it was
weeks
definitely
minimum.
longer.
I feel like it was
All right.
longer ago.
Anyway, you
What's
were at
about
our
to
house,
happen?
and you left this Gatorade bottle.
Is that Gatorade bottle still in the same place? Like dust
No,
all around it
we
and
have
shit?
we have like stolen that for our next to the bed water bottle.
What?
You threw away
That's
all
gross.
You threw away all of mine.
They make cups the way that they do in Trailer Park Boys. They're like, that's a good Gatorade bottle. And they box cutter the top off. Put it in a fucking
We
dishwasher.
clean them.
Hey guys, be
Not
honest.
the
Did you
measuring
guys
cups.
clean out the Gatorade bottle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not fucking.
I don't know. That's
we're
very
not
hesitant.
Neanderthals, Patrick. Come on.
We just were like, this is a big
They're
container.
Cro-Magnons.
By cleaning it out, you don't mean like just filling it up with water, drinking that water, filling it back up with water, and eventually it
Semantics!
filters out.
After drinking all that, I don't even really remember. Did I get wild that night? Did I do anything reckless? Or was it like a very chill night?
I
No,
don't
it was
remember that
it was a
night.
chill night. It was Constantine got pretty fucked up.
Did
my
he
God.
still apologize the next
Yeah.
day though?
Did Cody,
Oh,
does
yeah,
Cody
yeah.
ever apologize to
Well,
you guys?
He
Oh, every
always
time.
apologizes.
Yeah, Cody did
Like, what's his
apologize.
fucking problem?
Cody did
Yeah, fuck
apologize
him.
the next day, but like
He did.
I think at the same time, not less than usual though, because there was like Constantine was there, and you don't know him.
Man, he.
Good.
Yeah,
You're
our,
He
welcome.
showed up talking about like the Russians were trying to kill
Oh,
him.
no. Constantine
What do you
came
mean?
over.
Hold on. What?
Oh, he was
That's
done
no,
for.
that's the whole thing.
yeah.
Constantine came
What?
over and he was fucking drunk. And this isn't the first time this happened, but he came over and he's like, I went to this bar and I walked upstairs because I had to go to the bathroom, but there was a man there and he had scary tattoos and he was like, do you like my girls? He was like, so I said no and I ran away and I came here. And this is not the first time. There was a whole Chinese spy incident.
Oh God, I forgot about the
What
Chinese
the
spy
fuck?
incident.
What do you mean? Why does he do this?
Okay,
Why
Let's
did
get
he
him on
come
the
over to
show.
your
let's
place
not just
for
put him
safety?
on fucking blast right now. He's an
What did it say his last name?
He's an idiot, but I
Constantine
love
isn't
him.
his real
He's
name.
the stupidest fucking smart person I know.
Can we get him on the show?
He's a sweet autistic boy.
He was actually
With drunken
supposed to be
tendencies.
Oh, yeah,
the
that's right.
first guest I was gonna come on with, but then we decided like Hayley because like at that time I was jobless and unproductive, and she's like a tattoo artist.
Just to put him on blast one more time, you guys. Just one more time.
Yeah.
That
gotcha.
same morning, I woke up and fucking Constantine woke up at 850 miles an hour. The same speed a jet engine takes off and shit. And this dude fucking jumps out of bed, and I'm like, I'm all like, an eyes barely open, all bloodshot, like, what's happening? Please, God, let the sound stop. And Constantine is like, the Byzantine Empire started in 13th. And I was like, oh no, please, not now. And he was like, Anthony was pacing back and forth. Where is my hat? I've lost my USSR hat. I don't know where I found it. And he's like jumping over the couch and like climbing over me as I'm exaggerating, but it felt like that as hungover as I was in the morning. I was like,
can't-
Constantine, shut the fuck up! Like I'm trying to die peacefully on their couch. Can you leave me alone in my last moments on this planet with this? I drank a Covington cunt kicker or two that night. Like, give me a minute. It's 8 a.m, you fuck.
Good
If
lord.
you're gonna talk about him, you can't leave out the fact that like he's not talking like normal people talk.
What do you
oh
mean?
yeah, no, yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
I want to
Do
hear
the
the Chinese
impression.
story.
Yep.
Please
Yeah,
do the
no.
impression first.
The distinct like memory I have of that night was when he finally fucking calmed down, and I was playing Red Dead, but I was at the part, spoiler alert, where you're on
No,
the
don't say it.
Do it.
where you're on the fucking island.
I sold that
He's
piece
like,
of shit
and
game.
he's sitting there and he's like, Jacques, I thought that this was a Wild West game. Why are you in Argentina right now?
That's exactly what he sounds like.
The
by
first
the way.
I was Cuba.
I dated him for 3 years. That's a fucking immaculate.
I had
It's
been
exactly what he
taking care
sounds
of
like.
his drunk ass since I was fucking 15 and he was
I've
17.
been doing it since I was 17. I fucking know.
I want to know the China story.
Almost 10 years. Anyway, what's up?
I want to know this China story.
Oh, that's
Oh,
just-
God.
Oh.
Please.
Wait, I don't
Okay,
know.
so he adds random people on Facebook because he's a Facebook
That might
whore.
get
He is
us
a self-admitted Facebook whore. And he adds this random girl from China. Just a random girl lives in China. That's the only thing that he's got. And this girl just is like, how are you?
How?
She's also flirting with him. She's like, you dress very nice. And he fucking does. He's a sharp dresser.
But he starts
He's
freaking
an
out.
alright looking dude. But like, this chick's like flirting with him. Well, she's like, you're kind of cute. I really like American guys. I live in China though, sad face and shit like that. Which is a little sketchy.
Buy my
That's
passport for me.
incredibly.
Oh, no, but she was.
Want
That's
to
the
get
thing.
married?
Want to
That's
join
the
the
thing.
Illuminati?
No,
when I
the thing
first
is, there's
started
nothing
getting,
sketchy.
that's where I thought it was gonna go. When I first started getting the screenshots with no context, I was like, oh, that was like some like shitty like underground sex trafficking thing, like fucking messaging my buddy. No, he goes off the fucking deep end. Is immediately like starts talking about the government. She's like, oh well, I don't know much about the American government. I mostly just like American,
American
pop
pop
music
music, yeah.
and like TV shows. And he's just like immediately like, what do you think of the Chinese prime minister from this year to this year? And she's like, I'm not big into politics.
She
He's
was
like,
like,
you're
he-
a spy. And he starts messaging me like, they're trying to hack me. I'm like, you're fucking, it's like, you're fucking drunk or you're like on coke or something. You need to stop.
Yeah.
That's
you need to
another
go
fucking.
You need to go to fucking bed, dude.
And then rehab once you wake up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm making a joke.
There was the one fucking time that we.
yeah.
He fucking tried throwing the couch.
Are we sure? 'Cause I really want to know now.
Yeah, I do too.
I want to know, but I don't want to cut
Let's-
it out later.
Yeah, let's not.
They want to know badly because they don't have to do the editing on this fucking episode. But I'm gonna be over here sweating for 9 hours trying to figure out where we said what, and I gotta cut it out later.
Yeah, let's not.
Okay.
So if
no.
there's even one person telling us not to
Later.
say, it, let's not do it.
I'm not
Later.
trying. I'm not gonna incriminate the guy. He's just. I love him,
Do it.
but he's sometimes. Look. Okay, he's a fucking drunk dumbass, but at the same time, that dude has had my back more than anyone I know. And honestly, when he's sober, he's a great fucking person,
no,
and
totally.
he has a heart of gold.
Jack, you say that, but when the Chinese government gets their hands on him and he's got to
You
fucking
find out the
I'm-
worst
yeah,
thing
right.
ever.
he's
Right.
gonna snitch on you, bro.
Like
He's
the- yeah,
throwing
the
you under
Rush-
the bus
it was
right
Jack.
away.
The
was
Russian
Jack.
mob and the Chinese government are both like conspiring against. I'm gonna feel awful silly, and I'll admit that. I'll be. You know what? I'll say it right here on air. I don't care. I'll be a silly goose when that happens. But until then, he's my friend, and he's a drunk, lovable dumbass.
Well, I mean,
He's a
good
sweet
guy,
boy.
But
He's a
those
sweet boy.
times that he does that, I'm like, Constantine, it's been 12 times you thought the Chinese government's after you, and so far, not anything has come from
You've
that.
never had any suspicion, like what? Like, is this real?
No.
Haley's like, fuck no, what are you talking about?
I dated Constantine for 3 years.
Was
I've
he
had
like
to
that
deal
too?
with I've had to deal with that my fair share amount of times, and it's real
I mean,
scary.
what do you say to a person that says that?
I typically just like
You break up
shoved
with him.
him into the bedroom and go to bed.
It's like, it's okay, just go to bed.
Yeah.
You kind of just have to like pander to him for a minute.
Yeah, you have
and-
to kind of be like,
to,
oh shit,
to
that's kind
calm
of
him down.
that's
and then-
wild, but
then
maybe
you
we'll just be calm.
Yeah, then you just hint at sleep. You're like, hey, dude, you know what sounds good? A fucking nap, bro.
It sounds like you guys just talk him down like he's a child.
Oh,
Like he
yeah.
gets a sugar rush on his insanity and government tantrums, and then you're like, "Oh my god, yeah, let's go
I
to
don't-
sleep."
Okay,
Sun's
I
going
don't-
down, big guy.
I don't
Eat
want to.
this cheese with 90 Benadryls in it.
I don't want to
to
like spend a bulk of the podcast revealing my secrets with how I deal with him.
Do it.
because then he'll listen and he'll be like, Jack's a spy from the government.
I knew it.
Said to talk me down. No, they don't want me to talk about it because then I'm being silenced by Jack Griffin.
He's my trainer. I'm a sleeper cell.
Jesus.
But yeah, I mean, you know, he's just
He's a good guy.
Let's get him on the
he's
show.
a friend.
Yeah.
Let's
We were
get him
gonna-
on
Oh,
the
I'll
show.
come on with him.
So the first episode that we had with Jack was with Jack and Haley. It was supposed to be Jack and Constantine, but then I met Haley and I'd never met Jack before, or I never met Constantine before, and I was like, she'll be a good guest. Like, she's already like here. Let's just do that. And that's how. So we almost had Constantine on our show at one point. All right. Well, anyways, we don't have to keep talking.
I
about
didn't mean to laugh. Jack was so far away from the mic chewing on that, but it was just so loud in my ear.
Was it really still loud?
He was back here.
That's
I'm
why I
trying
didn't say anything.
Yeah, that's loud. I can hear that. God
It
damn.
was fucking hilarious to me.
It's because those things come pre-stale, but they're so good.
Dude, Gorditos ride chips are where it's fucking at.
Yeah, those little brown things you pick out of Chex Mix and then throw the bag away. They sell them by themselves.
Go
Yeah.
Go ahead, and let's. What's your favorite your go-to stoned or drunk food?
Like if I'm
Fuck.
Like your standard, not like your regular almost. What always hits the spot no matter what.
I've got a hangover food. I don't know about drunk food. It's
That
always just a
works.
combination of horribleness.
I have a high food. I have a high food. I have a drunk food, and I have a hangover food.
Hit
All right,
all
let's
of
go around the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, start with Jack.
Okay, my high food goes back to the first time I ever got high, and I went home and I opened up the fridge, and there was like leftover Velveeta shells and cheese.
Dude, that's
and
some good shit.
leftover fucking Skyline, and Jaime was like, "I'm gonna mix this bitch together and put hot sauce on it." Sober, gross. Fucking high, it's the greatest thing in the world. Drunk food, Skyline. Hangover food, shout out to the fucking Pepper Pod in Newport, Kentucky. Go there at fucking 3 in the morning, smoke cigarettes, drink coffee, and Yeah, it's just a good place.
Is it like the Anchor Grill? Is it similar?
It's the. Don't even say those words in front of me, you cunt. Fuck the
Pod's
Anchor.
better.
Pepper Pod is so much better
Why's
than
it
the
got to be a
Anchor.
competition? Why can't there just be good places to eat?
Because the Anchor fucking sucks.
Can I be honest?
No, fuck you, Pat. Anyways,
I
Jack,
may
keep
or may
talking.
not have seen a bug there.
It's the fucking Pepper Pod.
Allegedly.
Yeah, you saw a bug. I'll tell you, you probably have that
Allegedly.
bug.
They were probably in the food. I'll flick the roaches off the omelet
I don't
to
give a
get
yeah,
to
right.
the omelet.
I'll
What do
eat
you
the
mean?
cigarette butt straight out my hash browns.
That's fucking disgusting.
Oh, is that marble? That's a nice garnish.
Don't say that, Jack. Like that's a fucking like a real appeal
Yeah.
to it. Like that's a local aesthetic. Of course, you want cockroaches on your sandwich.
It to me kind of is because
And
I'm
you're
just
gonna
like
tell-
I know
okay.
I'm getting greasy spoon, fucking smoke inside.
Okay,
like,
but you work in food service.
ugly waitress.
You've seen
with,
bugs.
Like, she's got bullet holes in her face. And
Yeah.
one eye's not so good. It's all stroked out.
Well,
She's-
they got rid of. There used to be a waitress there. She was my favorite.
Oh,
she was
was
only
great,
there
yeah.
at nighttime.
She looked
and
like a
you'd,
pirate in modern
No,
times.
you'd
Scary
like
woman.
go there, and she'd be like, "What are you having?" Like,
Depends. What are you selling?
What are you buying?
but like, you'd be
Thank
like,
you.
and you'd hesitate for like half a fucking second. She'd be like, "All right, get an omelet, got it." Like, just order for you.
That's hilarious.
Like,
I would have went with it too. I'd have been like, "Yep, you're
right.
right."
Oh, she knew best. She
Killed
was
it.
great.
oh yeah, and then like you'd be like, "Can I get a napkin?" And she'd be like, darling, I got you." And she'd come sit in the booth and like start smoking a cigarette and like throw fucking napkins on the table. I
How did she
miss
get
her.
fired? She's sounds like the
I think
employee
she was
of the
just-
year.
Best employee.
She was just too old. She was so fucking old. She probably died. Like,
Oh no, she
Like,
she
she
straight up
smoked cigarettes like
Dude,
a motherfucker.
she
Oh, God.
bummed cigarettes off me
Oh,
before.
yeah.
Like it would be like 4 a.m. and I'd
I
be
bet
there
you're like, fuck yeah.
I'd be there piss fucking drunk, like enjoying my fucking Geta breakfast, like at 4 a.m. and she'd be like, "I really need a cigarette," and I was just like, "Oh, I guess I have a cigarette." And she'd be like,
Oh, you're a sweetheart. You're a darling.
do you know what
and
I
she'd
wish
just
I
sit
could
down
have?
and smoke a cigarette with me. I didn't give a fuck. It was 4 a.m.
Do you know what I
was
wish
drunk.
I could have so bad?
What?
There's one time I vaguely have a memory
Into the
of
mic,
being
Hayley.
there. There's one time I vaguely have a memory of being there, and me and you and like 30 fucking people, and no one knew where the fuck to sit. So the whole time it was just like Mad
Oh,
Hatter
yeah.
like seating situation where
Yeah.
everyone's jumping fucking seats throughout the whole
yeah,
restaurant.
that was after a Crenshaw party. I remember
That would be great to just have the video of everyone drunk stumbling trying to figure out where to sit.
Yeah,
Jeez.
good times.
We need to go there
Yeah,
next
we do.
weekend.
Yeah, we'll do it.
My favorite spots, like favorite like shithole spots, are always well. I didn't bury the lead at all. They're shitholes, is what I'm trying to say. Like dive bars, like places like Yacht Club or Up Over in Covington or like fucking the Anchor. I haven't been to the Pepper Pot. I'm obviously gonna check it out. Relax. Don't
What are
fucking
you doing next
shit
week?
down my
Let's
throat.
go.
You're going with us.
Make it
fucker.
happen. All right, let's do it.
You know what? Are you going?
We need an excuse to hang out soon, anyways. I
All
haven't
right,
seen you guys
next
in forever.
weekend. Let's fucking go to the
Hey,
Pepper Pot
Fucking
at
make
3
it
a.m.
happen.
while we're drunk.
3 a.m. when we're drunk.
Saturday.
Everybody in? All right,
Saturday.
let's do it.
We're going to Arcade Bar.
Yeah.
Join
Then
us.
at 3 a.m.
then
we're
going
going
to
to-
Let's make plans on the podcast.
Yeah,
It's
let's
good for the
fucking
listeners.
yeah, do it. Fucking do it. I'll fight all of you. It won't be out till the next day.
Tell Jack's been drinking moonshine and got a whole 40 down already.
He needed me to open it, which
I
is
did not. I just said it. I actually just set it down.
you went and then put it down. So I assumed you needed help.
Jack works in IT and you're working like a laborious, intensive hand job.
That's why I said Jack's a better wife than me. He goes home, he cooks dinner, and I'm out at
Hand
work
job.
like doing like hard, gritty work, working with blood and disease, and he's like got his nice, swift office job.
He's just doing-
Goddamn.
spins until he's dizzy and shit, and while he's got his headset on, and he's like, "Oh, are all the letters fucking? Are they all capitalized? Try hitting caps lock again. Is your problem fixed? Oh, okay." And he keeps spinning
Turn it
around
off,
until he
turn
gets
it on.
dizzy.
That's funny. Well, what were the other places though?
Oh, the place, Blue Jay down in Northside. I love that place for like a shitty greasy
Is that
spoon to eat at.
Northside or Norwood?
Northside, Blue Jay, right there by
Dude, that
the
place is
fucking.
See, I've never had. I always thought it was in Norwood. I've heard about it.
right next door to Shake It Records. It's down the street from where you guys
I
live. Go down there.
fucking love
We don't
Shake
leave
It
our
Records.
house.
Shake It Records is fucking
Shake
dope.
It Records
but
rules hard.
Nah, dude, Everybody's Records is the best.
Everybody's Records
in,
is the best.
in Norwood.
Yep.
Go to Everybody's
I'm
Records.
gonna
not
have to
Norwood,
check out
but
Everybody's Records.
not
Shout out
Norwood.
Jason Pate.
Well, then
Oh
where
yeah,
is
it's
it?
Pleasant Ridge.
Yeah. It's over there
Okay.
off of Montgomery Road. And it's across the street from a dope-ass comic book store called...
Ooh.
Jack, what's the comic book store across the street from Everybody's Records?
The trading card company, something like
Something.
that.
That's a dope comic book
There's a
shop. You should
comic
go up
book
there
shop
too.
near
That sounds really familiar.
Yeah, it's like comic and trading card company, something like that. They're really cool,
Not
though.
Shake It. I'm talking about everybody.
And
not
then
next to you guys.
Right down the road from that is also Pleasant Ridge Chili, my actual favorite drunk spot to eat.
That's
at
where we
3
like
in
have
the AM.
met friends' babies. Like that place is like important to us.
Yeah, my buddy had a baby. I didn't meet that baby until we went to fucking PRC.
He took that baby for us to go meet it at Pleasant Ridge Chili. Our whole friend group took up the whole restaurant so we could go meet his baby. That's how important they are to us.
I thought you guys had initially said he had the baby there.
That would be cooler.
That's how I
Jack?
misunderstood.
Delivered the
Jack?
baby there?
Listen,
Yeah.
hear me out.
Like all our friends, we just met there. It's just like they could deliver the baby in the restaurant.
If we have a baby, we're gonna have it at PRC.
Yes.
Topping Robert.
It's the only way to do it.
That
Other
sounds
good spots
amazing.
that I want to shout out: Santorini's down in Cheviot. It's like this Greek diner spot. You could get a gyro. You could get a fucking bastardized Philly cheesesteak gyro thing.
Baba Shawarma in
And
Cheviot.
Cheviot. Way
Fuck
better.
up some Baba Shawarma too. That's a great spot too. I'm not about like, oh, this place is better if you're gonna go. Like, just fucking go to
I
them all.
am. I'll pick a fight with you right now.
I'll hit you with this empty 40 bottle and this bottle of moonshine.
Have you ever eaten
I saw
that?
Jack beat up 4 cops. I think he's
Did
doing
you?
it.
Is this a
Didn't
real
you?
story?
I didn't
You
see
weren't
it,
there.
but I heard it.
That's the I
on.
got arrested
What?
story.
Now
Yeah.
wait, this is our
That's-
Jack's twin brother, Smack Triffin.
Yeah.
And Smack Triffin.
Smack Triffin's a cunt, dude.
And here's what happened.
What the fuck?
Let's go right
happened?
into that right now.
Yeah, what
and then
the
ball stories.
fuck?
Oh, man. Okay, so remember how I mentioned casually I had been arrested before?
No, Smack Triffin had been.
At an-
Anyways.
yeah, that Smack Triffin had been arrested at an anime convention. So I just got out of a shitty relationship.
Smack Triffin just got out of a shitty relationship.
It's over,
and
dude. We already know.
Fuck!
Just fucking go
Yeah,
with
it's
it.
public record. Like, I already got
Oh.
in trouble for this
Oh,
one,
you
right?
got in trouble. I thought it was something like you ran away and got away with. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
No, I got
Sorry,
arrested.
moving on.
That's not what
And
arrested me,
Go
is Cody.
on, just go.
Okay,
Trying to
so
protect the innocent.
I'm at this fucking anime convention, and I just got out of a relationship, and the funniest fucking shit was, like, I left my phone in my buddy's car. We drove up to Columbus, and I left my phone in his car because I was like, I want to get drunk and do something stupid. Turns out I don't need my phone to do something stupid. I probably bought, like, $90 worth of liquor, including a handle of Kraken. I don't drink Kraken anymore after this story.
Don't blame it on the liquor.
Oh, dude.
Kraken and sweet
it's
tea
not
is
Kraken's
delicious.
fault. You could have done
Spiced rum, man. Every time I drink it, and like a few like times just dabbling with spiced rum after this, I also got
But
violent.
is it just because it's delicious and you
no,
can
I
just
just
drink
get
it easily?
fucking violent. I don't know what it is. Spiced rum's just like, hey man, you see that guy? He's pissing you off. Go fucking punch him. Like, it's bad.
But the thing about that is ethanol alcohol is just ethanol alcohol no matter what.
Shut up, Cody.
All right,
Anyway,
fair enough. Continue.
Anyway, so I remember I was at this convention. Like, we immediately go to the bar because that's what you should do when you're depressed. And we drink a fuckload of beer and some liquor. We meet people who are like, oh, we don't have a hotel room. We just need somebody to hold our liquor. We're just going to crash in our car. We're like, yeah, we'll hold your liquor for you. So we drink with them. And then they tell me, they're like, hey, man, I've got some extra strong liquor. We've got moonshine and absinthe in our car, like real absinthe. I was like, well, I'm not going to pass that up. So I drink a bunch with them. I go back up to the convention center, and I'm walking around, and I remember I saw, like, my ex's friends, and they were all like, oh, hey, we're glad we're seeing you here. I'm glad you guys could both be here. And I was like, oh, that's cool. She's here. I don't want to be here now, so I decided I was just going to go get drunk in the hotel room. The problem with that is that I grabbed Kraken when I got back to the hotel room. I don't remember.
I thought it was water.
I remember
drinking it.
I remember reaching for the Kraken and turning it upside down over my mouth. The next memory I have is waking up in a jail cell. Over the past 4 or 5 years since this has happened, I've filled in the blanks from friends and other eyewitnesses.
And police reports.
Yeah, that too.
News video coverage and shit.
So, allegedly, I found my buddy at the bar, and I was like, hey, man, I need your hotel room key. I'm going to throw a party. And he was like, no, you're fucking not. You're like, you're right, I'm going to take a nap. And he was like, okay. Gave me the key. Like, legitimately, I told him I was going to throw a party, and he still gave me the key. So I start grabbing strangers. And I'm like, go up to our hotel room. We're going to fucking party. So I throw a party. And then I go outside to smoke. And then my buddy Anthony Campbell, shout out Automaton, he sees me outside smoking, and I'm apparently like singing to people, and also like some random stranger. I'm just keep grabbing him, like, hey man, I fucking love you, but fuck you, dude. He's like, wow, Jack's blitzed. I need to get him to the hotel room. So he lets me smoke my cigarette and then takes me up there. He's like, hey buddy, you need to go to bed. And allegedly I just like fucking lay down in the bed and then immediately spring back up like, I want another cigarette. And he's like, no, you're going to bed. And I like shoot up out of the bed. I football style juke around him and scream, woo! And slam my head into a wall. That makes him laugh. That gives me ample time to run out of the room and down the hall. I don't know what it is about Drunk Jack. That fucker has super speed. I'm a fat fuck. But when I'm drunk, I will race a fucking cross-country fucking runner and I will beat him. I promise you. I don't know why. I just like all physical limitations gone. I am drunk. I'm like the
Super
fuck,
Jack.
Yeah.
Let's fucking set this up.
Oh, it's fucking it, dude. No,
We're gonna get Jack
it's
cracking drunk and
it's
like put a
fucked up.
Hannibal Lecter
Foot
mask
race.
on him and like fucking wheel him out on a cart and shit. And
No,
be like, all right, Jack,
that's the
we
thing.
got you at the finish
Yeah,
line.
you and
Just
Usain
over there
Bolt.
shaking. Hold on, let's get you cracking in you before
That's
you
the thing.
start pouring into the eye holes of the mask. Yep, just lick,
What happened?
lick
You guys
your nose,
won.
Jack. You'll get
Like,
some more cracking in
You
there.
know,
Ah,
you know
ah.
Nick Rea. He's a skinny fucking dude. He's fast. I fucking outran him. And I get to the elevator of this hotel because I'm trying to go down there to smoke my cigarette, and we start having a fucking scene because I'm drunk and belligerent, and I don't remember any of this. A cop got called. He looked at them and was just like, "Get the fuck off the elevator. I'm taking him in." The next witnesses I spoke to saw me getting dragged out of the elevator, and I had been maced, and I'm swinging at this fucking cop, and this cop's swinging at me like he did not get cuffs on me yet. Well, then like another cop tackles me and they put cuffs on me. That still didn't stop me. As soon as they got me up on my feet, I fucking headbutt one and just charge. 4 cops outside. Me and my 2 fat little legs are like fucking running and just kicking these police officers.
You're like the fucking Flash going back in time almost.
Yeah, no, apparently
The
I'm like...
Flash got his ass beat by nightsticks
No,
all day long.
This dude's the juggernaut. Once he starts running, he doesn't stop.
This is what I have been told. Like, I don't know how much of this is true, and I like cannot emphasize that enough. Like, I was blackout. I do not remember this. The only thing, I woke up with burning fucking eyes and a lot of bruises. But I like, apparently I was like headbutting them and kicking them, and then like they all finally, like when the 4th cop got involved, I got taken down. That's why we always have the joke. The 4th one's the doozy. Jack can fight 3 cops.
And then I tried to suck his dick, and
they-
it didn't go so well for the apology.
They picked my fucking...
I don't remember any
thing.
of this.
I don't remember anything.
They picked my
except for the
fat
taste of
ass
the
up.
semen in my beard.
They picked my fat ass up to throw me in the squad car, and I apparently just like keep repeatedly kicking at one of their heads, and he's like fucking like hitting me with whatever the fuck he has. And I wake up in jail, and I'm like, this sucks. I feel like shit. I feel like I got my ass kicked. And I'm in my underwear, like in a dungeon-like room.
You didn't drop
and
the soap.
there's like some clothes that I was using as a pillow, and I'm looking at them, I'm like, those are jail clothes. Fuck. So...
What'd you end up getting charged with?
Nothing.
Criminal trespassing,
How?
drunk and disorderly.
You headbutted
How?
a police officer.
Three of them.
Allegedly. I
Three
don't
of
see.
them.
That's the thing. I don't know. These are what eyewitnesses have told me I did.
Did you have to go to court?
Why didn't the cops ever
Yeah.
tell you what
I
happened?
absolutely had to go to. Oh, they were rude as fuck. I can say that much. Like they open up the door to the cell and they're like, "You're getting transferred. Get out of here." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I like walk in the hallway. I'm like, "Excuse me, officer. I don't remember." He's like, "Sit the fuck down." I'm like,
Whoa.
"Well,
When you
first
were-
off, rude."
Just a tad
Like-
rude. I mean, I might have headbutted you in the eye until
Oh,
it didn't work.
The
but
worst fucking thing. This was an anime convention, and like,
he's dressed like Goku the whole time.
no,
Like, beats officers'
it's
ass.
worse, and this is cringy, and I'll fucking okay. First off, I used to have dreads. This was 2 days after I got dreads. I also just so happened to be wearing trip pants, which I did not wear very often at any point in my life, but I happened to be wearing trip pants when I got arrested. So that explains why one of the cops looks at me and goes, laughing, and he goes, "So you one of them juggalos?" And I'm like, No, I'm fucking not. Like, what the fuck? But then in hindsight, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm a white dude with dreads and trip pants. No wonder he fucking thought I was a juggalo.
And from that day on, Jack only wore Jinko jeans. And stuff.
Yeah, right. I switched to Jinkos and started
That's why
listening
he's
to
Juggalo Jack.
Started listening
Jack,
to
yeah.
Limp Bizkit.
No,
the episode.
Juggalo Jack migrated to Jinko Jack. Now he's
Jinko
Jinko.
Jack.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm Jinko Jack now.
So when you were in jail, like, be honest, like, did you hit the biggest guy in the the yard.
I did stab a dude in the hand with a plastic fork.
What do you mean? Like, tell me that story.
So I was only in there for like a little over 24 hours, but
you stabbed some
I
man
love
with a
pot
plastic
pies, and it was pot pie day at jail, and some big, strong-looking motherfucker.
No,
wanted my
like,
pot
I was
pie.
like-
And I was like, I'll be damned if
That's
I
the
don't
thing.
stick this spork right in your eye.
I had already made phone calls at that point, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be getting out of here soon, whatever. Well, breakfast comes around, you know, they like start serving that, and I'm like, I'm really not hungry, so I like told the people in like the cell I was in, I was like, you guys can have my breakfast, like, just let me have the bread or whatever, and I ate the bread. Well, then lunch comes around, and I'm like starting to feel, I mean, let's be honest, I'm a fat guy, I'm starting to feel hungry. So I'm like, hey, you guys can have most of this, but like, I'm gonna eat some of this. Well, one dude, he literally walks up to me, he's like, nah, man, you're in here for less than a day. I'm just gonna take it. And he reaches for it, and I'm like, this is in my hand. Bam! Just stab him in the hand with a plastic fork.
Was like, oh my god.
Immediately, I was like, that was fucking stupid, Jack. Why'd you do that? And I'm thinking, I'm about to get fucking killed.
So what happened?
This dude's
Twist
like,
up immediately.
I'm so sorry, sir.
No, this dude draws his hand back and is just like, what the fuck? And some other white dude runs up and fucking grabs this dude by his throat. And this guy, I guess, had been in there for like 2 months. Like not in prison. He's on like a 90-day jail sentence. He was actually supposed to go to the convention I was at. I was talking to him a bit. But he runs up and like
You guys
grabs
went in at the same time?
No. He had been in there for like a month and a half, almost 2 months at that point.
You talking about the dude that grabbed the other dude?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He grabs the dude that I stabbed in the hand by the throat and is just like, quit being a fucking dick, and starts like smacking the piss out of him. And I'm like, oh shit. I started some shit. I didn't mean to. Well, I just kind of remained silent and in one corner of the cell the rest of the day. We had a TV in there. I've had a lot of friends who've gone to jail. Apparently, they didn't have TV. The downside was it played TNT all day. I don't know how many times you guys are aware they play Independence Day in a 24-hour period. It is 5, and I never want to see that fucking movie again.
Can you recite the speech at least?
No.
Do you want to try?
I don't know. I don't even want to try.
Our Independence Day.
Just
Me and
like-
Pat watched the second Independence Day and spent the whole time laughing at it
I've
for
never
fucking
seen
hours.
One of the worst
dude,
movies
I've
There's
never
the
seen
second
a
one.
second one.
Oh yeah, it's
I
fucking
know,
garbage.
right?
You want to know another classic film to watch? There's 2 of them. Film to watch to make fun of the entire time.
Backdoor Man Sluts 9.
28 Days and 28 Weeks later.
I love those fucking
Those are
They're
good movies.
comical.
You
Those are
fucking idiot.
They're
Why are they
comical.
Those are
comical?
great
They're
zombie
comical.
movies.
Hold
I hate
on.
zombie movies.
Segue.
I'll
I hate 'em.
I'll say
Let's
Weeks.
fucking-
Weeks has a lot of like dark comedy intentionally in it, but Days
What?
Later maybe has 1 or 2 jokes. It's actually really
No,
good.
he's saying they suck. He's saying they're
Fuck
shitty
you.
movies and he wants to
What
laugh
the
at them.
fuck?
There's
Those
a lot
movies
of
are
no.
great,
There's
you
a lot of
fucking
really
Hold on,
idiot.
shut up. Everybody shut up. What is your defense?
yeah. There's a lot of really bad zombie movies out there. Those are actually pretty
a good fucking
redeeming.
one.
I
Like,
hate zombie movies,
Hold on.
and those movies are fucking awesome. Luke,
What's your defense?
The rage virus is just comical to me, dude.
Why?
Because they don't.
it's so much
What
more
else?
frightening.
Hold on,
It takes
hold on.
Everybody
Shut up.
Order in the court.
It takes 15 fucking seconds to like manifest. That's terrifying. What is wrong with you?
Hold on. I want to hear more of like, okay.
You're
rage
fucking with an
fire.
evil you don't
won't
understand.
with people talking over each other.
Shut up.
Do it.
God damn. I don't know. It's funny because they fucking shake uncontrollably and they fucking twitch and they bash their head on shit.
Oh, so you
It's
like
just
the morbid shit. You think that's hilarious because you like sick shit like
fucking
that.
yeah. I mean, like
You know what was really funny, guys?
That dumb son of a bitch went into the room where that girl he knew was clearly infected, and then he just like
28
laid one
weeks
on
later?
her, and then and just like ruined the whole safety of it.
You know what was really
Yeah.
funny, guys?
It was
in the first
comical.
one, when the little girl watched her dad get infected
Yeah.
totally by accident because blood got in her
Yeah.
eye. That was
Sorry.
hilarious. She's all like, "Oh no, my dad," and he's all like, "No, get away from me because I'm gonna kill you because
It
I
was.
can't control myself." And she's like, "Oh no, my dad," and it's like, "Oh man, that's fucking hilarious. I love watching dads fucking die."
In front of their kids.
You
when the
monster,
friend-
Well,
Luke.
you don't know Luke that well then, because he loves to laugh at psychotic shit. You know, just things you should be grieving over.
Luke
he
could-
finds hysterical.
I know-
I could post about how I just got stage 4 pancreatic cancer and like about how I'm going into seizures where I bleed from the eyes.
He'd probably send
And Luke would
LOL
be at
in
home-
capital letters.
Luke would be at home like SpongeBob SquarePants. Ah! Dude, I want to feel bad, but just imagining you bleeding from the eyes, dude. Hilarious. Something about you dying slowly and withering like a raisin. Just can't fucking express his joy for like people suffering. in great enough
God,
terms.
every
can
time
you,
I've
Luke?
ever said
Okay.
I've ever been hurt, it's just like it's this fucking
But
like
honestly,
he can't even sit up straight, laughing, cackling.
I feel him so much. My friend will always be like, man, I'm so depressed. I feel like I'm gonna kill myself. I'm like, LOL, same kind of shit. Like, I've hit this level of like, it doesn't even faze me when people say sad things. I'm like, haha, how could it be that bad? Things suck, but we move on.
I feel like you saying that though is better than laughing hysterically. When you say just same, you're empathizing. You know, and that makes them feel like they're probably a whole lot less alone.
Do you also think the ending of Old Yeller's funny, you sick fuck?
Yes.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
He was like, the joke is a
absolutely he
bit dated,
does.
but it's
There's
always
a
a classic.
There's a special place in hell for you.
I'm kidding. I have a fucking dog.
it's
that he
dogs.
fucks.
Dogs are the soft spot.
Sure, I
He was
do.
just talking about how he got a rash on his asshole from letting his dog fuck his butthole too long.
No, I didn't.
Before the mics came on, Luke, I'm sorry I had to reveal it for all the listeners, but Luke fucks his dog. All right, moving on.
Please.
Oh God, he's always
Jesus
like,
Christ.
please move on for the love of God.
I want to get into one story before we take our first break. The balls thing. We had a whole thing that we wanted to talk about. How did you taking artistic photos of your balls become a thing that happened?
That's my fault.
Haley, you tell the story.
Did you
then.
take the photo?
No, so back in the day, I had an ex who was real fucking creepy, and like after we broke up, he was real fucking creepy. During the whole relationship, he was real fucking bad, blah blah blah. So later on, he sends me messages trying to get back with me and trying to ask me for nudes and shit like that.
Shut
I was
up,
like-
Cody.
I'm over here smacking the moonshine
Cody,
bottle.
God damn, I'm trying to
Every-
listen to a story.
every
You're
field
so
was-
fucking loud.
I'm over here chewing
He
shit.
just
Anyways,
gonna start
go on,
fucking
Haley.
taking symbols like.
God.
Anyway, so I had this ex that was real shitty. He tried hitting me up for fucking nudes and shit, and I was like, Jack, stop chewing in the fucking microphone.
This is a serious moment.
But so yeah, all that happened. He tried hitting me up for nudes and shit. Cody, I'm gonna beat your ass.
I would love to hear this story.
I'm sorry. Keep going. I'm sorry. I'll
Please.
quit.
But after doing that, it was like, that's fucking old, because like he was very abusive, blah blah blah. So Jack's like, fuck it, I'll send a picture of my balls. And I'm like, haha, I bet you won't do that. And then Jack's like, give me your phone, I will. And this is like 5 years ago. This is like literally 4 or 5 years before me and Jack even dated. He's like, haha, I'll go send him a picture of my balls. I
Yeah.
bet.
If there's one thing I know, if the short time I've known Jack, is don't ever dare him to do anything. 'cause
Yeah.
Well,
he's
okay,
just gonna
at
do
this
it.
point in my life, I have only known Jack for maybe, what, like a year?
Oh, yeah, back then? Yeah,
Yeah.
probably about a year.
So I didn't know, like, also, like, Jack was only, like, 22, and I was, like, fucking, like, 17. So I didn't fucking know that he was gonna do this, and he's like, haha, I'll send a picture of my balls. I'm like, haha, you won't do it, bitch. And then he takes his phone, he's like, takes my phone, like, haha, I will. And takes a picture of his balls and sends
Yeah.
them to a dude.
I walked into the bathroom, came back out after sending the photo, handed her phone back, like, there you go.
And then it became a thing
Now,
every time that creepy dudes tried to message me,
that wasn't
being like,
the
I want
artistic
nudes.
one, though. It
He
was
wanted
Wes
they-
Anderson nutshot.
That was like,
well, that one became but like that's how like the ball thing started. Every time that any chick that we know has dudes being like, I'm having creepy dudes on their page, he would send pictures of his balls to try to ward creepy
Different
dudes
picture
off.
or the same?
not all heroes wear capes. I just whipped
Yeah.
my balls out. But there was one night where there was a dude hitting up Haley, my ex, and our friend Savannah all in one night. The same fucking dude. So I was like,
Saying
Ball-
the same shit?
yeah,
Sending
same
the
shit, like copying,
Dick pics?
pasting. And I was like,
And he was scratching his chin,
Oh,
and he was scratching
yeah.
the chin of his balls.
Yeah,
and then he was
scratching my
The
chin,
chin of his
Scratching
balls.
each and ball
scratching the
sack.
chin of my balls, scratching my own chin. And I was like, you know what?
I have a ball-tastic idea.
This isn't the ball picks, the impromptu fucking
get 'em.
nut flash isn't gonna cut it. This dude needs to know I'm the fucking Illuminati. He's messaging 3 people at the same time. So I spent about 20 minutes editing that fucking masterpiece you guys have
It's
now
beautiful. Jaw dropping.
It's
I
all
have it-
zoomed in. There's
I
a
have
little
it-
piece of ball dandruff on it.
Yeah,
I have
it's
it
wonderful.
queued
A little
up.
fuzz on the end of one hair.
I have it
Yeah, it's like
queued
almost
up.
a 5-year-old
That's the thing.
picture.
I have it queued up on all 3 phones, and I'm like, at the same time, just like send.
Simultaneous nut shot
Yup.
from all the girls.
So it was just the same.
What'd he
fucking
say?
thing.
Beautiful.
What do you do?
Oh, he shut the fuck up. He,
He
didn't
didn't say a
message any of
single
them.
thing after that.
Yeah, and then like I showed my
Because he
buddy.
didn't know either of us knew each other. It was just like coincidentally he messaged
The thing-
us 3, not knowing that we knew each other. But at that same night, even though we all knew each other and were pretty good friends,
We were all hanging out
we
at the same
wound up,
place, too.
Yeah, being at the same place at the same time.
I bet he felt like such a fucking idiot.
Probably.
Good.
But then I showed that to my buddy Mark. Shout out Mark. He
photoshopped a nipple on it.
Yeah, no,
Nipple.
That was me.
Zach.
That was me. I
thought
poorly
you put the nipple.
No, I poorly drew a nipple on it. I was like, hey, now it's a boob. But anyway, he took that nut photo of mine because he was like, it's just obscure enough. If you don't know it's a testicle, it might not be that. And his mom's like a super fucking hippie, like, and like Wiccan, like charges crystals in the moonlight kind of lady. So he fucking
She wants to
he
spell
prints
on me.
that out at Kinko's and frames it, and then gives it to her as a present and says it's some weird interpretive art. My balls are hanging on her fucking mantle, and she doesn't know they're my balls, and I'm
does she think it
so
is?
happy. I have no idea, but I'm so
never
fucking...
told her that, hey,
It's like
those
that-
are my nuts.
Dude,
It's like that lady that has the picture of Jesus hanging, and
Yeah.
that's actually Qui-Gon Jinn from fucking...
it's fucking
Obi-Wan Kenobi
Yeah.
from...
It's fucking Tracy though. That's not even the weirdest thing I've ever seen that woman do.
yeah, probably not, but still,
She
I'm
puts
so...
fucking rituals underneath your nutsack photo, dude.
Oh,
Are
dude,
they still
that's-
there?
That's so beautiful.
Can we have a- to
last
this
I
day?
checked, yeah.
Can we have a framed copy of your nutsack to hang up in the
Yeah, I'd love
Bastard
to-
Sermon studio?
I'd absolutely love
I'd
to
be
do that.
offended if you didn't. I'm actually a little offended that I've been here twice and you don't.
Yeah,
this,
so
this was a new exposure to us.
we've got
Yeah,
so much
okay,
shit hanging
I
out
like
from
it.
the... Yeah, we've got a tinfoil hat that the Flat Earther... or, I'm sorry, Round Earth
Headphones
Denier.
make it a little hard for tinfoil hats.
Luke pulled it off somehow. How'd you do it, Luke?
I didn't have the headphones on.
Ah, that's just. Oh.
That's the trick.
Here, let me see if I
You
can
know
do it with
what?
the hat.
What's in it? Is it like cardboard and
Yeah,
then like
it's just
Probably
some, just some
asbestos.
fucking...
He's trying
yeah.
to kill us with...
probably
He's mad at us because we had him on. And he's this isn't moonshine, it's poison shine.
he's mad? I get it.
It's gonna kill us.
Thanks,
You know
Robert.
what,
The
man? I
moonshine's
wish for
delicious.
death, so whatever.
It is really good. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Yeah,
But yeah, let's go to our break real quick. 'Cause I gotta piss like a motherfucker.
so do I.
Fucking same.
God.
So do I. All right, we'll be back, fuck faces. Hey, fuckers, we're back. We were talking about, with the mics off, drinking underage, and Hayley was going right into this. So, Pat said, Pat, when was the first time you had a drink?
I didn't start drinking until I was 20 years old.
And Jack?
18, dead serious. And it's not like my parents were like, oh no, you can't. Like, we're fucking Catholic. They, like, in high school, they expected me to drink and shit. But I was like, I was also super religious back then. It was, like, surprising. But, like, yeah, no, I just, like, didn't really want to. It wasn't until I was 18 I was like, yeah, you know what, I want a beer. Like,
Meanwhile, me and Haley's fucking parents were like, you're 7, here's a beer, it's time.
Okay, so the first time that I ever heard my mom say, that girl's like me. First time I ever heard that in my life. I was 8. My little brother was 7. My dad and my mom were like, hey, why don't we let him have a sip of a beer? We'll split a beer between the two of them. So they split this beer between me and my little brother. And they say, here you go, guys. I remember this very vividly. I look at my brother and I go, hey, I bet I can drink that faster than you can. And I grab it and I smack it on the ground and I down it. And my little brother is still like, glug, glug, glug. And my mom looks at my dad and goes, fuck, I guess she really is my kid. And I
Holy
was
shit.
8.
Yeah, so...
Like,
Shit.
I fucking remember.
Mine wasn't like that. Mine was more like, here, try this beer. And I was like, oh, it tastes like piss. And he's like, yeah, remember it tastes like piss because don't drink beer or whatever. And meanwhile, my dad's an alcoholic. Terrible fucking example setter. My mom, not about it at all. She was fucking horrified when I told these stories when I became an adult. She was like, what'd your fucking idiot dad to do? But when I first started like having drinks and feeling good off alcohol, it was probably like 11 or 12 or something like that. They had a full
Holy
bar in the
fuck.
basement.
And feeling good.
Oh yeah, when I was like, when I was real young, probably about 10, my parents started bribing me with alcohol to watch my little brothers.
Here, 10-year-old,
What?
let me get you hammered so that you can babysit the siblings.
Well, then I had a really smart idea because they'd be like, hey, you can't drink until they go to bed. Their bedtime's 9 o'clock. So what I'd do is I'd put a movie on.
Set the clocks way
Set
back.
the clocks ahead so that it looked like it was like 11 o'clock, but really it'd be like 8 o'clock.
Right.
And they're fucking little, so they don't fucking know how time works. And then I'd walk over and be like, hey guys, I'm such a good fucking babysitter. I let you stay up till 11 o'clock. And it was 8 o'clock when they left, so like you're staying up so much later. please just go to bed in case they come home so I don't get in trouble, and then you don't get in trouble, because you'll get in trouble too if they come home and it's late and you're up.
And then 10-year-old Hayley would get smashed on
And then
Bud
10-year-old
Light.
Hayley's like, fucking yes! And like down in fucking Budweiser, I think is what my parents drank.
Mine was always, we had like beer on tap in the fridge downstairs. Like they had a big kegerator, like it was a college refrigerator thing with one handle, and it opened up to a whole fridge. There's no freezer section of this thing. There's like a place where you could put ice. It was real old school, and they drilled through it and put a tap in, and they would just always have different kegs in there. And they give me a big ass fucking mug, like one of those giant fucking steins that are glass, and I'd fill it up and drink one of those like 2.5 beers, and like little 11-year-old liver is feeling 2.5 beers like current me feels 6 beers, and I'm just like just stumbling around the house feeling great. My dad was giving me like a Samuel Adams Oktoberfest. It wasn't like an everyday thing or anything like that.
Well,
by
no,
any
like
means, but
the first time that I ever had tasted beer, I was probably 5, only because my parents would do a thing. My whole family would have like big grill outs where the thing was, hey, you have a kid who can operate this motion, and that's a keg motion. So if you have them do an up-down, they can learn how to fucking operate a keg. So the moment you know how to do that, you were in charge of the keg. The thing was, by the time you're like 6, you realize, haha, if they drink this, it's funny. So you think, haha, and you always get rewarded by giving them the beer by, you can have a drink of it. And it would always taste gross because you're 6 or whatever.
right.
But you eventually realize there's a reason they like this gross drink.
Yeah.
Let's keep doing that and see what happens. So fucking by the time I'm 8, I'm like, I get that beer makes you drunk and have a fun time. So I'm like, fuck it, let's move on.
Yeah, I wasn't that early when I got drunk for the first time. I had like sips of my dad's beer that I didn't like real early on. But like 10, 11, 12, around that age is when I like realized that alcohol has an effect on you, and you're like, oh, this is fun. Like I could fucking get a hold of my parents' liquor cabinet and just have a great time. And by the time I was 14, I was full blown like, let's get alcohol every day. Like I'm gonna steal my mom's DVDs and fucking buy a 5-sack of fucking the shittiest Bobby Brown downtown, and like go get a 40 and like for my cokehead fucking friend's neighbor or whatever, and then we go drink 2 11s and King Cobras in his backyard.
Well, the thing was, I realized at a very young age that since my mom had me so young, by the time I was 10, my mom was only 25. So, like, pretty relevant to most of our ages these days. I mean, you can't imagine having a 10-year-old at this age, I'm sure.
Yeah, that would be fucking crazy.
Yeah. So my mom, she has all this alcohol, and she's fucking being really into partying. So she would drink so much that she wouldn't remember how much she drank. So I would just fucking up in the middle of the night, grab her alcohol and steal it and hoard it in one of my clothes drawers. So that when she wasn't paying attention, I would just fucking be downstairs, fucking 12, 13 years old, fucking drinking all day. Because I would just fucking steal her alcohol. So it wasn't like it was hard or anything. I just knew that she would think she drank it.
Right.
That's so interesting to hear it from that perspective, because my mom's an alcoholic, and she's been like that for as long as I can remember. It's been a fucking roller coaster of emotions the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like her drinking as much as she did, if anything, kept me further away from that stuff.
I had
to
the same
avoid
experience.
So I didn't drink till I was 20, and that was like I was just drinking just to try it out, and I just happened to drink too much. It was a weird ass fucking night, and yeah, it was really weird. I don't know.
I actually grew up in a very weird environment where my parents had me. They were very young. My parents were 15 and 16 when they had me. I saw my dad drink 1 beer in my whole life. My mom, my biological dad, I saw him drink 1 beer ever. My mom, on the other hand, she found that she really, really, really liked alcohol. So when they split, whenever I was with my mom, I would be like fucking indulging in this weird like alcohol, and she's dancing on a stripper pole for I don't know what reason besides she's fucking wasted, like kind of shit.
And this was all in front of you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my parents were very open with me about everything they did.
Mm-hmm.
So like I saw all that happen, but with my dad, when I'd go to my dad's house, because that's where I lived, my dad was very strict, rudimentary. This is how everything has to be. If you ever touch alcohol, you're a slut, blah, blah, blah. Like, really weird shit. So I leaned towards more my mom's side because I was like, that seems more fun. So I tried really hard to emulate what my mom was doing, kind of thing. And it caused a lot of problems in the fact that I got in trouble with my dad because of the fact that I was trying to emulate my mom. It was really weird.
Right. This sounds like the beginning to an AA meeting, though, on some level. I'm just like, me and Haley.
I mean, it really is.
Got a little deep. We got a little deep.
At the end,
What's
me and
up?
Haley are going to have to talk about how we're going through the 12 steps and about how we beg
I
forgiveness to
used to
everybody for our
have-
previous
It's
actions.
just so interesting to hear both sides of the spectrum.
No, it is really interesting because you said that your mom drank and that's why you stayed away, whereas I'm like, my mom drank and that's why I went towards it, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just so interesting that everyone just grows up life and experiences it so differently.
My dad was a crazy alcoholic. Like I didn't have the same we've talked before about. Like I know you don't want to get super deep about
No, we're good.
everything, but like my mom was strict, not on the level that your dad was strict, but like strict in a way that it made me like I fucking hate this like controlling like aspect of like hanging out around you or living here and shit like that because I lived with my mom who was the strict one, and then I would go to my dad's house later on where he would fucking show me like crazy movies. We're watching Goodfellas and Full Metal Jacket when I'm like 8. I'm on HBO. He showed me.
That's a fun thing, actually.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen? This is a fun fact. Have you ever seen Faces of Death?
Yeah, I watched Faces of Death on VHS tape with my uncle, my dad's brother.
Have you seen
Uncle,
Faces
what
of Death
the
2?
They're all fake is the only thing about it.
They are not actually.
Most of them are. 90% of all the footage in Faces of Death is
Faces of
fake.
Death 2, my uncle's in it. That's a fun fact.
He's in it? Like he dies
Okay.
in it?
No,
What do you
he
mean?
kills
he
a guy.
kills a guy.
What the fuck? Are you for real?
What the fuck?
Tell us this.
Throwing this fucking curveball at us.
Well, you talked about
Forget
like
my
what-
sad childhood stories. Let's
Yeah.
go into fucking your uncle
Fuck it.
killing some dude.
So in Faces of Death number 2, there's a scene where there's like security cameras on the entrance of an apartment complex, and you see some dude walk in, and he never gets the chance to really walk out because he gets shot at so many fucking times. My uncle, Charlie Ridings, is the guy that just bang that guy.
Is he in jail or dead or
He's in jail.
for the rest of
How
forever?
the fuck did you find that out?
My grandparents would show it to me when I was little.
They showed you the murder?
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Why?
Her grandparents, when she was little,
He
were
was-
27 and 28.
I mean, probably. It was like last week. But my grandparents would watch it all the time. When I was really little, my grandparents would watch Face of the Death all the fucking time and be like,
Your
Hey,
grandparents.
my
Her
grandparents.
grandparents aren't old people. Her
Okay,
My
I know, I'm
grandparents
just-
are only like 50.
I got
Yeah,
you.
they're not old
So-
people. They're like people that I can fucking hang out with at bars and drink with. Like,
Oh,
You really could. They're like the coolest fucking people I've ever
I don't
met.
mean it sounds
No,
so
you're good.
shocked. It's just when you say that, it's just like they're watching it around you as a kid.
Yeah, it was like kind of like a weird situation where I grew up in a very, very liberal households on both aspects. My dad's family, my biological dad's family, was very liberal all the way around. My mom's family was not as liberal, but once I was born was very liberal because they realized like things were stupid.
Sorry, my cat's about to knock down like a shit ton of stuff, and it's about to be so loud.
It's on camera if you guys want to watch. The top left corner
Yeah.
of the screen, the cat's about to take over the whole pop vinyl thing.
Yeah.
I just want to encourage the cat to fuck everything up right now. I'm sorry, your parents
Yeah, that
very
was such
liberal.
a segue. I'm sorry.
You're
Very
good.
liberal in both households.
But yeah, I was
was
very
like, what the fuck is
liberal
that
to where,
noise?
like, when I was little and growing up, both my parents would just, like, when I was little, they would watch Faces of the Death in front of me when I was, like, 3-4 years old. They didn't care. It was like, my mom would explain to me, like, this is how things happen sometimes, and you have to learn to deal with that kind of thing. So I kind of grew up with that as, like, oh, shit happens, move on.
That makes sense.
My dad and my uncle would just get hammered drunk in the garage while they were doing like woodworking shit, like playing with power tools while they're just blackout drunk. And then they would be like, hey, you ever seen this fucking crazy video? And they just show me like fucking like the same thing, Faces of Death, or like you didn't have the internet on the same level then when I was a kid and shit. So it was all like shit that you had on VHS tapes. Want to watch Eddie Murphy Raw or Eddie Murphy Delirious, or like we've got this George Carlin special on VHS. There it goes. There it went.
I fucking knew it was gonna
Knew it
happen.
was
I was
coming.
watching her turn around. I was like, "Can she do it?" And then I was like, "No,
She did not
No,
do
she
it.
absolutely fucking can't."
It scared the shit out of me.
And that's why we're both weirdos. What's your guys' fucking
Yeah, that's
excuses?
why we were drinking at 7, and
Yeah.
they're like, haha, didn't try it till 18:20, and we're like, haha, drink at 7.
Yeah, I already got all my super alcoholism out of the way. Now I'm just like a drunk. I know how to drink now.
Yeah,
'cause
like,
I've
we get
had
it.
years and years to figure it out.
I'm sorry
I've
that
had
I'm
years and
a
years to practice,
stable
but-
person who waited till I was 18 to get drunk, and boy, did I fucking go hard when I started.
That was the
Drunk-
And
first
kicked
time I
4
drank
cops
too.
in the face.
Says the drunkest guy in the room.
No.
As I said, I went fucking hard when I started. I don't know.
What was your what was your guys' entries to it? I'm curious. Like,
I remember I was drinking with my girlfriend at the time, and she was like, "I just really want to drink," and I said, "I'm not stopping you. Let's go ahead and try it out." And she had this like, I think it was like vodka or something, and we had like Hawaiian punch. It was awful. It tasted like shit. But I remember
did you get
drinking.
drunk that first time?
Yeah, that was the first time I got drunk, and I remember I was walking. This probably sounds like way worse than it is, but I remember I walked downstairs and I was just drunk as fuck, and my mom was downstairs and she's like, "Are you on drugs? Are you on drugs?" No, I was drunk.
And then I broke into the zoo and raped and killed an orangutan. But that's a
Jesus,
different
whoa.
story.
Yeah, but it was it was weird. So I didn't drink again for like a long time, but every other time after that's been great. It was just a weird entry into it.
For me, it was. I remember specifically it was McCormick. Well, I drank beer every now and then when I had first turned 18. Anyway, I drink beer every now and then
We're gonna get some great feedback on that.
I remember it was McCormick's vodka. I don't know if you guys have ever had it. It's like $11.
The same people that make the
Shitty
shitty
as
pepper.
fuck. Shitty pepper.
It's like,
like-
black pepper and a little fucking grinders.
It's the
that you
same name. I don't know if it's the same company, but it's like you've had Kamchatka, and I've witnessed you drink that.
get on pizza.
It comes in that same plastic big ass jug with a handle on it. I remember it was that and orange juice. Like we were drinking screwdrivers, and of all fucking things, it was so stupid. Like I didn't drink that much, and this fucking dude I used to associate with, I don't anymore. He was. I remember like I didn't really drink that much, and I met him in college. He was like, "You should come to this convention with us," and I did. And at that convention in the hotel room, he was like, "Hey man, you really like this girl? Well, she's gonna drink you under the table if you don't have any fucking drinking experience. You should totally just do this now." It was total peer pressure. I realized that, but I remember I just kept chugging screwdrivers. Man, I got blackout drunk.
Sounds about right
Jesus,
for
that
chugging
was awful.
screwdrivers. You said you were 18 when this happened?
I think at that point, yeah, no, I was still 18.
What about you, Luke? How old were you?
Well, my uncle Bob would give me like sips of sweet girly drinks that he would sip on at like family get-togethers, like
He was like
daiquiris
the
and
Patrick
shit like
Seta
that.
of your uncles.
Yeah, but that was the extent of it. Like I didn't get drunk until I was like 16 or 17 at Joe's basement, of course.
So like when we first started hanging out was when you were first drinking and like experimenting with drugs and shit?
Yeah.
Holy shit, no wonder you would black out and smack your head on a radiator so many times.
Well, I mean, like
There was.
my dad was not that fun to grow up with.
Neither was mine. I mean, he was a fucking...
I think I win bad dads here. You don't know my story, but I think Cody
agree.
can.
I mean, my dad shot himself, and I'm still like, I think her dad's worse.
Shout out Sean Ridings,
Dark.
you're a prick.
It's the dark part of the podcast.
That's all right.
Man.
But that's
I'm
all
just
right.
saying
That's fine.
I
we
win.
can talk about it.
I win that part.
Yeah, she.
Can we talk about
if
it,
it's a
or-
shitty
If you
dad
want,
competition,
I guess.
Like, what do you mean? Like,
this is on you completely if you want to.
No,
talk
no,
about
it doesn't
We don't wanna
bother me.
take
You don't
this
ha- you don't
out
have
of
to
you.
If I
talk
can
about it.
down my dad at any public forum, I am still about it.
Please let the bastard sermon be your public forum for the childhood abuse that your dad made you suffer through.
My dad,
you want.
my
you don't
dad
have to if you want
refused
to.
to let me see people. He wouldn't let me have friends. If he found out I had friends, he would ground me to the point of being in a bedroom. For one time, I was in the bedroom for 3 months, only allowed potty breaks 2 times a day and dinner once a day.
And when you say dinner, you mean just like one meal a day, and you could use the bathroom twice if
Yep.
you're lucky.
Yeah. He let me have a cat, and the cat was like a good moral kind of thing. If I was bad, I wasn't allowed to see the cat. Actually, the cat that I have tattooed on me is the cat that I, like, yeah, that is Potato Geppetto, which is the cat that I was allowed to see if I was good. And we lived in a trailer, and I lived in a 2x6 enclosure that was... Typically, I didn't have a bed, I didn't have a cover, I had a pillow that I stole from the couch one night and I was allowed to use. If I was bad, I wasn't allowed to use it, kind of thing.
So he's like a perfectionist, kind of...
No, he's a sociopath, Patrick.
Yeah, he's just like a sick...
He's not a perfectionist, he's a monster.
I'm saying, like, people that are... I'm not saying that as a compliment. I'm saying that it's like, it's either his way, he's just like an asshole.
Like a control freak.
Control freak.
When my parents split up, he was upset that he couldn't have my mom anymore, and he knew the only way to hurt my mom was to have me. So he had me only for the purpose of my mom didn't.
That's fucked up.
Oh yeah, no, he's a total piece of shit.
So I will out him in any way that I ever can, which is why I'm not upset by that.
Oh, he frequently
like a piece of
posts.
shit, to be honest.
He frequently
Fuck.
posts like screenshots of me and Hayley.
Yeah, one
and
time
shit.
I messaged him like, "Hey, you're a fuck. I'm upset for every bit of damage you ever did to me," and he posted it like, can you believe that after giving her a roof over her head, she says this?" And all his brainwashed friends
he
are
said
like,
like shit like that. And he got mad at me for like commenting on his shit. Like, you mean a fucking closet? Like that's all you gave her was a closet. That's not a bedroom,
yeah,
dude.
my
You're
room
a
was
dude.
a 2x6 area without a pillow or a cover. Like,
So how old were you when the owls came with the letter?
They were 15, but I don't know. Like, it was just kind of fucked up, and I said I'll always out him on any occasion I can.
Yeah, fuck that
it was
guy.
fucked.
Yeah, Jesus
Shout him out for
Christ.
being a piece of dog shit.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
I'll drink to that.
Absolutely. Speaking of pieces of shit, not to segue it a little bit, but let's get over to...
Or porn.
Well, no. We were talking about video game addictions.
Oh,
and-
shit.
I thought we were gonna go to the porn, Patrick.
Video game
The
addictions?
porn would be a better segue. There's poo in it. There's poo in
Dude, she
there.
seems super
Let's
stoked
go
about
to
the
the
porn.
Let's watch some fucked up porn. Oh my god.
boy. Okay, we're doing that, I guess.
Well, luckily, Haley's bad childhood didn't turn into videos like this.
I did not
whereas
do
it
porn
easily
for.
could have.
Yeah, I
you already-
could have done porn.
Instead, she became a creative, nice person. But here's what happens sometimes when you get locked in a closet.
Yeah,
abused.
sometimes you get locked in a closet and you make porn of you pooing on a bounty napkin.
Well, let's not give
Just
away.
to-
Bury the lead a bit there.
Just to
Haley.
give this some context, this is a cam.
Into the mic next time, sir. What are you doing?
Anyway, there you go. This is a cam star. She's at work right now and just like showing off that she has a butt plug. It took me a minute to put that together the first time I watched this, so like I just want to give that context.
This
for
video is 3.5 minutes long. Is
It's
there any
great.
specific
Watch all
porn-
of it. Watch all of it.
All right.
Watch all of it?
Watch all of it. Trust me.
right.
It's worth
No,
it.
no,
you need to know the
You can-
build up. The
Yeah,
build
yeah.
up is important.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Let's go.
Luke, are
right
you
for
ready
it.
for this?
Yeah, I've been waiting this whole
All right,
time.
let's do it.
play it already.
I want to know why she's filming herself in general.
Let's find out.
It's probably some kind of like kink thing she's doing with like some sort of dad.
She's holding up a butt plug and she just stuck it all in her mouth. She's really lubing it up with that mouth lube.
Dude, I'm about to fucking vomit right now.
Really? Because my dick is just getting raging hard right now, Patrick.
Her legs are so strong.
Oh no!
Oh no, of course.
Oh no, now we can't watch the shit eating video.
Damn!
Please, God, no. Please, God, humble God in the skies. Don't let me not be able to watch the shit eating
We
video.
have to watch the poo eating video. I promise there's no poo eating in this.
All right,
one.
it fast forwards her taking her clothes off. She's topless and bottomless. She leans into the camera. She lubes that butt
Ew.
plug up one more good time. She turns around. She's fingering the old vagina there and right into the butt. Right into the butt with a little...
Oh, look at that!
It's very sparkly and cute, at least.
got
So
a nice
far,
little,
this is-
nice little sapphire in it.
So far, this is standard. What's wrong so far? I don't understand. How's it so bad?
Dude,
Well,
what
you know,
the fuck is about to happen?
She's fast motion. She's putting her clothes back on.
with the butt plug still in. That's important.
Just got. She's whisper talking, so you don't really hear. But she said, "I
what'd
just
she
got
say?
to the bathroom. Let's go back."
Dude, I feel like I'm about to fucking vomit right now.
No, you're gonna have a good time, Patrick.
I'm gonna have a
trust
good
me.
time?
Patrick. I chose this
doesn't look
video
like a
for
good
you.
time.
I chose this video for you.
Nothing,
For you.
nothing gross has happened yet.
So far,
you will be
Nothing
happy.
gross has happened
So far,
yet.
Dude, I was
everything.
like on the verge of gagging, like as she was like fucking lubing up the butt plug.
whatever, nerd. All right, let's keep
Yeah,
going.
like have you
I
never
know.
fucking watched porn?
Pat's like,
Poop
ew,
porn
butt
is
plug.
disgusting.
No, not
Never
butt
seen
play.
anybody suck on a butt plug before, Patrick.
Just go.
I'm
Finish
sorry
it.
you
I
have
see Jack
vanilla
do it
sex.
every night.
Every night.
Is your
Every
favorite
night.
position
Or a day.
missionary?
Just go.
Pat likes
pooping.
missionary and dry hand jobs.
Just pooping.
I just want to say
the
that
pants
This is
handies.
a wholesome Christian video, I swear.
through the jeans, hand jobs, and fucking. All right, What did she say?
I have
Just
no
got to the
fucking
bathroom,
idea.
and there's a whole lot of people here.
Okay.
Okay.
It zooms the camera around to her butt, where she still has the butt plug through
She got
the
a decent
underwear.
butt.
Who the
She
fuck
has a
is
nice
she
ass.
filming this for?
Wait, is it a suction cup at the end of it?
No.
We might be able to skip this part because I don't.
No, it's good. Let
It
them watch
fast
it. Let
forwards.
them watch it. They know what's up.
Pulls the panties
Yeah.
down, spreads the cheeks there.
We see the butt plug.
Is she gonna like shoot it out or something?
No. No.
Playing with the
Patrick,
vagina.
No.
Okay, pretty standard so far. Luke's trying not to come in his pants.
Yeah, I guess just showing off that she still has
Are we
the butt
just
plug
watching
in.
porn? Are you guys
No.
gonna troll
No,
us into
no.
just
What's
watching
going
porn?
on?
No.
I promise that's not the case.
It's on
Here it is.
E-Fuck.
Now she's
Here
at
it is.
home. Now she's at home. Okay, got it.
Here's the part that we've been waiting for.
Okay, so she's hitting herself with a vibrator.
She's
Real
been
nice and
fucking
good
at
there.
this shit all day.
This is the part we've been waiting
This
for,
is-
and you're gonna be so happy to
This-
hear
Hold on,
it.
let me
This
drink
is-
this before.
This is
Wait.
the only warning I'm
Hey,
gonna give
me
you.
some and I'll trade you.
Okay.
All right,
This
here
is
you go.
the
Jesus.
only warning I'm gonna give you guys.
I got you.
Keep
boy.
in mind,
What?
I knew you needed
What, Jack? What?
she put a paper towel down.
Dude, this is not
Paper
gonna be,
tall
This is not
down.
good. This is gonna be messy.
I'm going for 2 drinks.
That's my
You're good,
favorite Ethan Hawke movie, Paper Towel Down.
Thank you, Haley. I needed
Thank
It's
that.
an
Cody.
outdated.
What have you brought to
It's
the
a very-
bastard
I-
service?
a very
I brought
outdated
this.
What
Black
did you
Hawk
guys
Down
It was
reference?
me. It was
What
me.
have you done?
Haley's very proud of her work right now. This is all.
I'm so proud of my work right now. This was me.
build up
Jack
better
wanted
be
to bring
worth
something
it.
else. I said no, bring this. And
Fuck
Jack
you,
said,
Jack. I
don't
know
know
the video.
This build up better be worth
Here you
it.
go.
All
It
right.
better be.
All right, so she's
So it
blasting
will.
herself with a vibrator. She's got the butt plug in, the blue
Press
thing
play.
sticking out,
Yeah,
and
for
there's
now.
a paper towel underneath of her. Okay, let's go.
It's in for now.
Jack, don't ruin it. Oh, she's getting
Oh
there.
no, you fucks.
All the
Now
muscles.
You're nodding yes.
All the muscles are relaxing. She pulls it out. She's working the clit.
Fuck.
Pretty standard so far. Luke's looking like he's never seen a girl play with herself before.
No, I'm waiting for the gross stuff to just suddenly happen.
Oh no. Oh no. Here, okay, so out comes the butt plug. It's
I can
slowly.
smell this video right now. I can smell it. Her
And
fucking
now-
butt plug is about to pop out like a motherfucking bullet.
Dude, now she has more paper towels. It's like she literally took a paper towel, sat on the first one, and rolled it out across the room because she knows that it's just going to be a disaster area.
Oh boy.
Let's go, all right.
This is fucking.
Dude, look at her butthole real quick. Her butthole is
It's
literally
about to pop.
It looks like it's trying to pop a whole orange out, like she put a tangerine in there or something.
Why is she so enthused about it?
Because she's
loving
getting
Shut the
paid,
fuck up.
Luke.
All right.
There's a big old poo nugget
Oh,
on that.
Jesus.
Here's the part where me and Jack, while watching this, thought, man, I never saw someone poop.
Her butthole looks like a cartoon mouth.
Yeah, we came
Like
to
a
the
surprise cartoon mouth.
what's about to happen. We came to realize neither of us had ever actually
We both
watched
sat-
this happen before.
Yeah, we
It was
both sat there and were like, wow, I never saw anyone poop out their butthole before.
kind of a
What the fuck?
kind of a weird.
I knew it was poop.
It's so. It's
Let's
so
see.
I called this.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
kind of a
so-
weird bonding experience, to be honest.
What were
There
you
it
gonna say, Luke?
goes.
It's so fucked because you can like actually see like the splitting of the turd itself, like inside the butthole.
Yeah, dude.
All right, let's see.
And there's a fat old nug right there on the fucking butt plug.
We
Look
haven't
at
even
that shit.
seen poo
Like,
leave the
shits
butthole
feel
yet.
good, but they don't feel this good.
Hold on, she's about to come from how good she's pooping right now.
Cody, do you do that?
This is how I shit every time.
No,
you come
it is-
every time?
It's probably like a torture. Like
Oh, no.
waterboarding. That is so much shit.
Dude, it is a
That
fucking,
is a fucking
monster
slug.
of shit.
That is a slug.
It looks like she shat out a big black dick. It's crazy.
It looks almost fake, right? Like it looks like CGI.
That's 20
almost.
Cody.
Yes.
Is this how you poop every
Dude, that
time?
is.
I mean,
is
I
a
don't-
Look how she's
monster
fucking
shit.
riding it. Like she's wiggling her hips back and forth like she's riding this turd in her butt.
It's like so
That is
like
the
just
biggest.
keeps-
Cody,
shit.
don't ignore the question.
It just
Cody.
keeps on coming. No, I don't shit with paper towels in front of me and a butt plug in my butt
But
while I
do-
work
is this-
my woman
do you-
bean.
Do you have this weird coming
Holy
motion
fuck.
every time? Because, like, this bitch
Okay, I'm gonna
does-
be real honest. Have you guys ever shat and kind of got a boner? You're like, what's that about? Am I gay?
I don't have a
I don't know.
penis.
Do I like butt stuff and I don't know about it?
Cody, I'm gonna let you know a secret. I don't have a penis, so I have not.
Okay, that's fair. But any of the other liars in the room want
No.
to commentate?
no.
I don't understand. That was the biggest shit. This tiny little person.
Right?
We're not done yet.
That
pal.
was like
It's impressive.
a child.
Dude, I'm a fat fuck. That's impressive for me.
It was a slug. It looked like a no wiper.
It
a
looked
clean
like
turd.
a demon was expelled from her body.
You ever play fucking BioShock and you take the little girls and you get the slug out of them?
Yes,
it was
the
like
sea
fucking
slug
monster,
full of Eve.
fucking slug shit.
Dude, she must have saved that
She
shit
just
up for
goes-
9 days
She just goes
straight.
right back to masturbating.
No, Cody,
like,
it's
That is
just you.
so disgusting.
What do you eat to do that? Because my poops are not like ginormous, fucking like the
Yeah,
size
you're
of this
right. They're probably
Miller High
broken.
Life.
They're just broken.
Yeah, they're
pellets.
sad and broken like my childhood.
Pellets, yeah.
just
My-
pellets.
If my shits were
Like a rabbit.
now, see, I told you guys it wasn't as bad as the lady sucking the poo off her anal
No,
beads.
that's what I was expecting. This was clean. This was a clean turd.
Now we almost had somebody show us a shit video that we could have watched. Chuck Scott, shout out, honorary bastard.
Yeah,
Luke got
bastard
too
of the
drunk to
month.
remember to shout him out, but because you were the one that was like, "Hold on, we're gonna get some stuff together for him" or whatever.
Well, if I could get a warden.
Come on, Luke, go ahead.
Shout out to Chuck Scott. That dude's been awesome. He's been on the Facebook page. He's been he's in the Messenger now. I mean, dude's awesome. He's just awesome.
He put up a video where he was just like, when you get older, you realize a lot of things start changing in your body. And all these doctors want to poke a prod inside you and see what's going on. He's like, I've given them blood vials. I've given them jars of my piss. And I've even given them jars of my shit before. And he was like, but this is a new shit procedure. And he pulls out an envelope. Apparently, you're supposed to give him your poop in an envelope. And he holds an envelope out. He was like, you bastards, tell me if you want to see us. If you want to see me poop into this envelope for the video.
And we
then post that.
absolutely do.
And we 100% do.
Yes.
But I've got like 11 notifications on Facebook right now, and it's making me wonder, hold on a second.
It's the fucking group chat. It's been blowing up.
Yeah, he hasn't messaged me
nonstop.
I
back.
muted that.
There's a group chat?
Oh yeah, it just started
group
today.
chat.
Why
the
the fuck am I not in that, you cunts?
We're
We'll
all-
add you to
what's
it
up?
immediately.
There's also
excuse you.
there's also a group Snapchat that's also been getting pretty wild.
Yeah, I don't fuck
Yeah.
with Snapchat.
Yeah, nobody does, and apparently it can only have like 30 people in it.
Chuck
so it doesn't
Scott
work.
looks vaguely familiar.
He lives in like Missouri, so I don't
He's the
think he
fucking
is.
man.
We
His
love you,
face
dude.
is familiar.
But yeah, hold on, we can play his video real quick so that I don't have to give him the shit.
All right, everybody, I've got a question for you. First, a little bit of backstory. You know, as you get older, doctors want to find out what the fuck's going on inside of your body. And, you know, they do it a variety of ways. They'll shove cameras up your ass, shit down your throat, they'll fucking poke in your ear, fucking lights and shit. And you piss in bottles. And my favorite's a stool sample. Yeah. All right, this is kind of a newfangled. I used to shit in a jar. Now you've got to do this fucking little dauber thing. It's kind of a drawn-out process. So my question to you, you bastards, is, shall I share a video of me going through the whole process of collecting a stool sample from my ass? Should I? Comment below, yes or no. and any other smart-ass fucking comment you want to do. Because y'all bastards anyway. Y'all ugly. Ugly.
Fucking crayon mustard.
Y'all ain't make no money. Y'all ugly.
Chuck, on my authority as a guest on this podcast, I'm telling you wholeheartedly, yes.
Yeah, we were going to cover that, but unfortunately, no shit video yet. I feel like Chuck is making up lies right now. Chuck, you bastard.
Under the mic.
It's alright.
It's alright. It's not a big deal. But yeah, he's that guy's fucking awesome. He always says some shit.
Do we have other things that we need to shout out before we go into the video game thing?
Not that I can think of. But let's definitely go into the video game shit. Yeah, absolutely. That's some fucked up shit.
Alright, let me get to it.
Sure you guys don't have any more shit porn?
That was something else. I want to know why she had the butt plug in her ass all day. Like, she was an all-day play. Like, she was holding that stool all the way up till the end of the day so she could poop it out.
She might have been holding it up.
Is this another awkward day where I bring shit porn and you guys don't have shit porn for me?
No.
I don't have any shit porn for you. I mean...
Damn it.
Oh, that's Rachel. What'd you say, Luke?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Go on. Wow. Don't make young Rachel angry.
You probably can't hear them through the mics, but they're having their own podcast downstairs that we didn't even know about how they like to put butt plugs in their butts. And
not about shit porn.
It's definitely not about shit porn. I'm trying to think now of a good shit porn video for you there. Hold on, Pat. I'm trying to get your shit pulled up.
I'm like a catalog of shit porn.
I had it queued up, and I don't know what happened. Oh, video game addictions. There we go. What's the first one that you want to get into, Pat? What did you see that made you want to like even talk about this in the first place, buddy?
I'm gonna pull it up right now because it's some shit.
What the fuck? California couples in... Oh, it's World of Warcraft. Fuck them. The game sucks.
All right, well, while Pat's getting this
It
pulled
absolutely does.
It fucking sucks, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I was addicted for 2 months, and I was like, oh, wow, I've done everything. Holy shit.
A couple from Anaheim, California, has taken their World of Warcraft obsession too far, the courts say. Lester Louise Huffmeyer. Come on, is that a real fucking name?
First off, they're not
It sounds like they renamed themselves that after they started playing World of Warcraft.
Have you seen the couple that named their kid Gorelor Bloodfeast?
No, but those people are my spirit animal.
Have played too much.
Definitely.
Also, these people are infinitely more lame than them.
So the one that I found... Oh, go on. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
We can go into that one.
Are we segueing from one?
We were just already starting this.
Yeah,
let's finish this one. Pretty weird. Lester Louise Huffmeyer and Petra Huffmeyer, both 41, were convicted on August 5th of locking their 5- and 10-year-old female relatives inside an unsanitary trailer for 3 fucking years. I thought it was going to say 3 days, 28 hours, something. 3 fucking years, according to a press release from the Orange County District. The Huffmeyers, who had duty of care to the young girls, were allegedly unemployed and would instead play World of Warcraft for hours every day from May 2010 to May 2013. The girls were not allowed to leave the filthy home, which included kitchen appliances covered in mold and cobwebs, stacks of trash, debris, mold, and feces throughout the home, a pile of used condoms under a stuffed teddy bear. What the fuck?
That's
an inoperable
what a place
toilets.
to hide them.
What the fuck?
God damn. The girls did not attend school and could not leave the trailer home for any reason. A neighbor called the Anaheim Police Department, which conducted a welfare check and discovered the 2 girls malnourished with damaged teeth and dirt cake feet. Jesus Christ. The couple pleaded guilty to 2 felony counts of child abuse, 2 misdemeanor counts of false imprisonment, 1 misdemeanor count of contributing to delinquency of a minor, and sentencing enhances for great bodily injury. And I hope they were stabbed to death in prison upon entry, because fuck these people.
Yeah, child abuse strikes a very fucking deep nerve within me. Like, fuck these people. They deserve to die. But I do have to ask.
They only got 3 years and 4 months for the wife, and the husband got 7 years.
False.
Or 5 years is what it says.
What the fuck is a count of false imprisonment?
That's where you basically
That's
where you basically are like, hey, this is a person I know, and I'm going to put them in my custody for etc. amount of time.
And imprison them.
So
the implication there that there is an opposite of this, where one could legally...
Imprisonment's legal.
Imprison someone?
False imprisonment.
See, I did not
is
know
legal.
that.
Imprisonment is legal where you are being
If the
like,
state
hey,
does
there's
it.
a reason why this person is away from other people. False
Or
imprisonment
no.
is
Imprisonment done by the state is legal because
Yeah.
you've been
But what I mean is like
convicted
imprisonment is like
and
there's a
imprisoned.
reason and the state acknowledges there's a reason
See,
why
that's-
this person is put up.
Okay.
False imprisonment is
That makes sense,
Like,
but
okay,
I feel like
what
the name
happened to me?
I feel like
false
the,
imprisonment.
Yeah, right.
What happened to her? False imprisonment. But what happened to like Charlie
it's
Manson?
a fancy
imprisonment.
word for kidnapping.
Yeah, okay.
Let's look it up. And
That's what it is.
That's what I'm having a problem
it's
with.
It's a fancy word for
I
kidnapping.
feel like having a crime, like having it called false imprisonment, thus implies you could justifiably imprison someone, which you just absolutely should not.
False imprisonment occurs when a person is restricted to their personal movement within any area without justification or consent. Actual physical restraint is not necessary for false imprisonment to occur. Under common law, false imprisonment is both a felony and a tort. I don't know what a tort is, but let's not look that word up next.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I was hung up on. I was like, what the fuck? But okay. Still, like, I don't know. I feel like the name implies that there's like illegal imprisonment a citizen could do.
There is.
And, like,
The government does it
absolutely-
every day.
Absolutely, you should
Wait,
not
what?
do
I
that.
said there is a real thing called imprisonment. The government does it every day.
No, he's saying a citizen. He's saying a citizen.
no, I'm saying a citizen. Like,
well, bounty
like-
hunters, they do citizen arrests.
That yeah, but that's not citizen imprisonment. And what's a fucking dude? I don't give a shit what I'm caught doing. If somebody says, "Oh, I'm placing you under citizen arrest," I'm punching him in the throat. That's what I'm doing at that point. Like, oh, you're a citizen.
I'm placing you under citizen's karate chop to the throat. Bam, bitch.
I can't imagine any scenario you'd get in where someone would successfully citizens arrest you, unless they can just physically.
I've never seen an episode of
Jack's a
Dog the
big
Bounty
dude.
Hunter.
No, I haven't.
Like
I didn't hear what either of you guys said.
I said, I don't know what you mean, because, like, Jack's a big dude, so, like, he can hold his fucking own. If some dude's like, haha, I'm a citizen arrest you, like,
That's not true.
he's
I'm
gonna
a huge
fucking
pussy.
take him right there. Like, what are they gonna do?
Never
Jack's
been
a
in
big
a fight
dude.
in my life.
Jack's gonna citizen put his balls on their face. if that
Yeah, let me
happens.
show you my nutsack.
Bounty hunters do
That's
it
exactly-
all of the time.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
I'm placing you under citizen's arrest. I'm like, I'm placing you under citizen's showing you my nuts, and then that's just
You
where that
haven't
would
shown
go.
your nuts at all tonight?
No, I'm not gonna. There's a fucking camera on me, and they put this on YouTube. I ain't trying to get them banned.
I could censor it.
Oh, you can?
No nuts.
Please don't whip your balls out though.
I will.
I'm not in the mood to see some balls.
I'll
I saw
whip my
someone take a
balls
full
out.
shit.
It sounds like Cody wants you to put
Are you
your nuts
saying
out.
I won't do it?
It sounds like
I think it'd
Cody,
be funnier if you did it.
It sounds like Cody wants you to put your nuts out.
It sounds like Haley's trying to have Jack's balls literally on the table right now.
It
I'm
sounds
not-
like Cody's being a
I'm
little
not-
bitch right
my
now.
balls have
You
been.
have to do it now, Jack. You have to.
If you guys
You
don't
have
think
to.
I'll whip my nuts out,
You don't have to put them on the table, but you can whip them out.
I can whip my nuts out. Like, is that?
Do it away from the camera
Yeah.
so that just Pat can look at it since he wants to see it so
Are we
bad.
doing this right now?
Yeah.
Do it away from
Yeah.
the camera so I don't have to
I
blur
I feel
it
like
out.
there's been enough talk
Oops.
that you might as well do it.
Yeah.
God
can't-
fucking damn it!
Luke's gotta hide from the oh no, not balls, not on the podcast. Away from the camera, sir.
Look, we saw it on fucking the Bastard Sermon podcast group page, like all over.
We might as well see him in real life.
The motherfucker's really pulling out his nutsack right
Oh,
now.
course he is. What do you mean?
It's Jack. He is a
We
fucking,
told him to do
he's
it,
a
and he's
truther.
doing it. You're mad at him now?
I'm
He
mad.
is a truther, not a liar. He will pull his balls out for your entertainment.
Bam!
There's his fucking nutsack. Jesus.
All right, we've seen Jack's balls.
Jesus.
We've heard about Jack's balls. What's
Well,
next?
that
now
was
Luke
great.
has to lick Jack's balls. It's the next logical step in this progression.
So there was this other, speaking of what we were talking about
I gotta
earlier,
piss a bit.
That just happened.
Fortnite gamer arrested after allegedly assaulting girlfriend on live stream. So not only did he assault her, she was pregnant too.
What the
Oh, cool.
fuck?
What the fuck? Why are you streaming and like...
Bury him under the jail.
What the fuck are you doing? Let's read that story a little bit. A man has been charged with assault after allegedly hitting his partner as she begged him to stop playing the video game Fortnite, which fuck that fucking game anyways. It sucks. Let's be real.
PUBG's better.
PUBG's the
They
shit
both
compared
suck,
to that.
though.
Yeah,
They're all terrible.
Battle Royale is just done. Let's just be honest. It's fucking annoying. I think the YouTube Rewind had a bunch of that shit on it too. Just a bunch of Battle Royale
Dude,
references.
it's just the
Garbage.
new fucking Minecraft at this point.
It is. So the incident inadvertently broadcast to other gamers on Sunday night as the 26-year-old who goes by the name of Mr. Deadmoth was live streaming from his home in Sydney, Southwest. Some of the viewers called the police. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I have to go potty. I'm sorry.
It's all right. So.
No, I have to go potty. John.
Don't do it over the mic.
It's all good. Was live streaming from his home in Sydney, Southwest. Some of the viewers called the police, who subsequently arrested the man, charged him with assault. But it's just so fucked up. She was just trying to like go and have dinner with him, like just hey, come have dinner with the family and the kids. And he was so caught up in the game that he just basically hit her off camera, but you heard all the panic and the screaming. Like what the fuck? It blows my fucking mind that people who play these games get so pissed off that they actually fucking throw. I mean, I've thrown my fucking controller. You know, I've been pissed off enough of that, but to like to actually physically hurt someone, like I don't fucking understand.
Dude, no, for
why
sure.
People get so competitive.
For sure, I've been mad enough while gaming. I've been mad enough to like fucking like I've shouted like, "Oh fuck, God fucking damn it" or something. Like I've like whipped a controller like across the couch. I cannot imagine getting so fucking pissy that I attacked someone over a goddamn video game, let alone one as shitty as Fortnite.
Well, what about all these fucking people that will like you're playing them on fucking Xbox Live or some shit, and they're like, "What's your fucking address? I'll come find you." Like, "Oh, here's my fucking address. Come find me," and they actually do and fucking kill them.
I love when I meet those people because I just fuck with them.
What do you mean when you meet those people?
Oh man, dude. Okay, so like I was super into PUBG when it first came out, like 47 years ago on PC, and then everybody on console discovered it. I was super fucking into it, and yeah, people got like real pissy in the early days of it. Like everybody was fighting each other. Everybody was like always on their headsets screaming shit at you. Like, "Oh, what's your fucking address, pussy? I'll come. I have an AR-15 and I'm gonna come shoot up your house." Blah blah. And I was always that dude on the fucking head. Dude, I just fucked with him like the whole time. I don't know. I'd give him like the White House's address or like shit like that, and fucking like it's ridiculous. Like there'd be like 12-year-old kids like fucking shouting shit like, I'm gonna go to your house and shoot your whole family. I'm like, over like, and I would
fucking game.
I'd be real with them like on the mic and be like, over a fucking game, kid. You haven't even passed algebra yet. Like,
it's just kind of weird. Like growing up, all these games we used to play that were so fucking hard. Let's be honest, they were difficult as shit, and you would get so fucking mad. But nowadays,
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot is a great example of that. But I just nowadays, if I'm playing a game that's making me fucking mad, I'm done playing it. I don't. Why would I want to keep playing it if it's fucking pissing me the fuck off?
Yeah, no, for real.
Sounds like you're a fucking quitter, bud.
Me? No. I mean, if I enjoy the game, but if I'm like getting mad enough or I'm like affecting my mood outside the game,
is that how you approach every problem in life? If you can't figure it out, you just walk away from it forever?
No, not like that. But video games for sure. Video games for sure.
But not chicken tenders. Anything but chicken tenders.
Fuck the chicken tenders, dude.
I'll overcome chicken tenders no matter what. We were talking about getting food one time after the podcast, and Pat was like, anything but chicken tenders. Please not the chicken tenders.
Please, for the love of God, not chicken tenders.
Jack, what are you doing? You're making the most noise over there.
I'm sorry. I was adjusting the mic because it was like really low and I kept hitting it.
I'll turn you up so that you can be heard without having
Jack.
to...
Okay.
You're good.
Hey, Jack. He turned you up just loud enough to where you can hear me whine.
Yeah.
Do you have more beer?
Nope.
Fuck! Whatever.
Alrighty.
That's alright, guys.
Do we have anything else we want to address before we wrap this one up?
Not really, man. I mean, these video game addiction things, I think that's some crazy shit, but...
Yeah, no, that's fucking absurd.
What about you guys? Anything you want to shout out, guys?
Go get tattooed by Hayley.
By me.
Yeah, definitely go do it. She has some clean ass work and some great colors, and she did this.
Please, I've only been doing this for 6 months. Please get tattooed by me.
But it's really clean and really good, and she's did these really badass. I thought this was really cool. Your Pokemon that you did, where it was like half Ditto versions of them, and then the half regular Pokemon.
Yeah, because when Ditto becomes a Pokemon, he becomes the Ditto Pokemon. He keeps his face, but not the Pokemon.
Which is interesting.
Yeah. Anyway,
totally gives him
come
away.
do that for me, but also come do cool stuff for me.
Yeah, absolutely. But thank you so much for you two coming on. It was fucking awesome. I can't believe I watched some woman shit the biggest, cleanest turd.
Wasn't it? Okay, wait, hold on.
That was a good video.
This is a very important thing.
Yeah.
Patrick, Have you ever seen anyone poop?
Have I? No, I mean, not. No,
Yeah.
I'm not like
Patrick,
that.
I used to take videos
Patrick,
of myself.
Patrick,
No, hold up, everyone, hold up.
Have
Patrick?
I? Okay.
Patrick, this is a moment.
All right, let's
It
man to
was.
man.
It was a moment.
It's just you
This
and
is a
Haley.
man to man where you can start your man to man.
Okay.
Let's go.
We stopped doing man to man.
Yeah, we don't do man to mans anymore.
We could do it again.
Fuck y'all. If you want to do it, I guess.
I got nothing. I'm sorry.
Man.
This is the worst.
All right, well, go get tattooed by Hayley Krystyne and look her up on Instagram and Facebook. Check out Black Collar TV. Jack and Red
shit,
and
yeah,
Redbeard have
that.
fucking quality content on that YouTube channel if you want to check that shit out. As always, check out our brothers from the STC of the Shit Talking Cunts podcast. That's Joey O'Neill. We did the Olympics with him. It was fucking great. They pull their wieners out. I mean, it's all censored, so you guys don't have to see it. We had to stare bare cock to bare face right at this TV right
Just
here
like
in front
Jack's
of us.
balls.
Stare
Just then.
into Jack's balls, but for 2 hours straight. It'd be like if I just didn't look at Jack's balls for the 2 seconds that I looked at him, and it was for 2 hours, but there was competitions involved. It was fantastic. It was fucking hilarious. Check out his wife's podcast, BTC, or Between the Covers. Go out there and buy some beer glasses from Anthony Tank Mansfield at Kneel to No One on Instagram, KNEELTONOONE, and you can go to his website, which I tried to go to, and there's not that much updated. Mansfield, get
Just
to your
hit him
website,
up.
update
Just
that
fucking
shit.
hit him up. He'll
But
get you that shit.
DM him on fucking Instagram, and he'll get you some dope ass beer glasses. He's got that new big ass goblet coming out for like all your 16-ounce beer needs. He's got these fucking dope ass Hop Thulu shirts. I've got one with Cincinnati on it. It says Kneel to No One, and it's got the Motorhead dog logo, but instead of like the dog, it's got a hop on it, and it's all like drawn by him. You can get fucking cool art. Is there anything else we need to shout out before we turn this motherfucker off?
Not much. It was fucking fun.
Thank you guys for coming on, getting drunk with us, hanging out, talking crazy shit, showing us
It was
boob
a pleasure.
videos. Fucking love you guys. Thanks for coming on.